Okay, now I gotta remember how to play. It's been a good bit. But yeah, I'm very happy to be into this. I have been longing to stream for a while. Not being able to stream last weekend. Oh, I have one headphone off for whatever reason. But not streaming last weekend, I really missed everybody. Hey, what's up? Chestnut. Oh, no, that's not Chestnut. That's Peanut. Peanut, how you doing? I'm so sorry. I gotta walk through my names real quick with, we have Walnut. No, that's Walnut. That's Chestnut. Then there's Peanut. Then there's, I still don't know how to distinguish them, but Copy and Cuppy. But it's very nice to be back into this. I missed everybody. I'm happy to be here again, and I'm looking forward to how much more I can get into streaming. And I think I was making sure not to sleep because there's some sort of enemy that's going to appear while I'm not sleeping, right? Someone said I'm going to have a new friend, so I'm just assuming that that's going to be something that's going to try and kill me. Try to murder me very, very dead. Alone on Valentine's Day. That's something that I think about often is because my buddies, they also don't tend to do anything on Valentine's Day, so I like to, send them a message because I see Valentine's Day, a lot of people will be like, oh, it's a day of like romance and a day of love. I mostly see the love part. I love to express like love for my friends, love for my partner, Spicy. I love to just express all that energy. I'm very sorry that the day didn't work out super well, but I hope that things continue to move forward for everybody. Whether you had a good or a bad day, I'm sending you positive energy. You've got a friend here, a friend that loves you all very dearly. And we have Espresso Bean. Espresso Bean, don't you walk away. I know I'm carrying an axe and talking about love. I promise it's not a love for murder. I just love in general. My heart's so full for everybody here. Here you go. Little hugs. I love hugging with the axe in hand. It's very nice. I also might have to consider lighting this place up more. I don't know if enemies will spawn here, but we'll see. Espresso Bean might have some new friends that we'll have to be very wary of, which is fine. It'll be okay. But for those wondering, the last stream, which was about just a little over 2 weeks ago, I think. Oh, it's fireflies. Okay, thank goodness. The last stream, we ended up finishing this stable, the most unstable stable, as it is going to probably have a lot of enemies spawning in it for a good bit. But we managed to make that. Oh, thanks for the follows, Sir Playster. Oh, no, I said the name wrong. I'm so sorry. But I also need to look into making sure that I burn these. I really want to burn everything just because burning things sounds fun. But before I get super far into anything, there was one room I wanted to make. I wanted to add a little room down here in our treasure room because I think it'd be really fun. Excuse me, Peanut. Sorry, I love you, buddy. I think that having community ideas in here would be a very good idea as well, because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with the points yet. Since we have so many points, we have so many options available to us all of a sudden. I wanted to make a room that I could fill with ideas from our community so that with whatever we choose to do points for, we can have the community giving us ideas of, well, like, what do you want to see when it comes to points? Because I don't want to just offer an idea and be like, aha, yeah, I'm dead set on this being good, and then it just not be something that really jives with the community. So I'd rather you guys give an idea for what you want to see, and then we can implement it. I think it would be very fun. I know someone mentioned like hydrating, so my plan is to oh, there we go. Whew. All right, now I just gotta board this back up. My plan is to not flood my base. But my plan is to basically put down all of our ideas, making sure the water is going down, to put down all these ideas, and then we'll kind of determine a point total, maybe off stream, just to get an idea. Like one idea I had was just having a point option for, hey, put my name on a sign or something. I would love to put people's names in this game, and I'd honestly feel a little bad if, oh no, not again! Oh God! Oh no! Oh, there we go. Whew. All right, well, it's apparently very dangerous here, so maybe I should make a stairway downwards. Oh, it's also incredibly dark on the stream. Here, let me go ahead and add some light for everybody to be able to actually see. But we'll do something that people can put point totals towards, because I'd feel bad if I just like was grabbing names randomly and someone's like, oh, I've been commenting for a while, but you know, my name's not on a sign yet. So I figure, hey, you know what? A point total thing for that might be a good idea, but I want to leave that open to the community as well. All right, here we go. And now I'm going to make sure to add more torches. I want to make sure everybody can see everything I'm doing. I know there's not a whole lot to look at yet, but we're going to add in this sign room over here. It's going to be very, oh, okay. Whew. Wait, why did those fall in the back over there? Because I didn't break anything under these. Whoa, oh no! Well, I have to take a look. Hello? Oh no! Oh, that like sent such quick fear through me. There's tears in my eyes. Whoa, that's a nightmare. Oh my goodness. Look at, ooh. Whoa. Oh, okay. Nope, that's fine. This is okay. Oh my goodness. This is so cool. Oh, it's so cool and so terrifying in so many ways. This is under our base. Oh, there's potential for this. There's potential. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave that right there. Then we will dig into that later. Woo! My goodness, that was really something. Okay, let's get through. Let's get through making the stairway first and foremost. Wow. Is there anyone else here that's terrified of deep water like I am? There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be a few people that at least understand, right? Or is it everyone here very, very brave when it comes to deep oceans and the sort of thing? If so, I'm very jealous and hope that I can match your bravery one day. Please give me your positive energy so that I can match that. Oh, man. Make an emoji for your cat? Oh, that's a fantastic idea. I would love to make an emoji for what? What? Huh? Wait. There's definitely... How? Oh, okay. Well, that was interesting. There was nowhere for that water to be in here. Right? What in the world? I understand so little. But I actually am working with someone right now to make a new channel logo, and I hope that when oh no, I did it again. No, I'm so bad at keeping the base unhydrated. But I'm working with someone right now who's actually making us a new logo, so I'm hoping it turns out very well. I'm very excited to be working with them. They're incredibly kind and very patient as well. It took me like what? Oh, yeah, that wasn't a block. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what to do with that, but I have flint, which is fantastic. But we should be having a new channel logo here soon-ish. So, you know, if the channel changes, don't be surprised. We're still Awesome Code, and it's still going to be a coffee mug. Don't worry. But hopefully more prominently a coffee mug. Oh, my goodness, that's so many bits. Wow, thank you. Accidentally bought some bits. Guess you can have them. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, there's so many highlighted comments as well. Have I watched Adventure Time? If not, you should. The first few. Whoa! Ow! What in the world? How'd you get in here? Peanut! Was that your friend, Peanut? Peanut, were you just letting your friend hang out here? What in the world happened to this water? Your friend exploded so strangely that there's, like, broken water. Your friend broke Mother Nature herself. Thank you very much. That was incredibly terrifying. Adventure Time. I really love Adventure Time. I can't say I've seen every single episode, but I remember watching it when it first came out. Peanut, I still love you. I know you're protecting the garden of death and potential life, and I understand that. I gotta make sure to plant some trees as well, because I did not do that. Silly me. There we go. Whew. I'm shaking a bit. That was such a jump scare. How in the world? How'd they do that? That was the strongest creeper I've ever seen in my life. They just came on in here. They just decided that this was their base too. The base of awesomeness and potential danger. What? These watermelons, they grow so fast. That's so cool. All right, let's put these down here. Do I know any good shows to watch? Oh, that's a good question. If I were to think of shows I've particularly enjoyed, I know Spicy and I right now, we're watching Haikyuu, which is Very, very good show so far. I watched up to season 3 of that, I believe, with my best buddy a very long time ago, and now I'm finishing it off with Spicy. So that's very, very exciting. I'm trying to keep my mental process of like, this is my task at hand. I can properly talk while doing task, right? I hope so, because it's very difficult for me to remember to task while I'm also talking. But I've really enjoyed Haikyuu. It was something that I was not super excited to watch at first because I just thought, oh, it's an anime based off of volleyball. I'm not the largest volleyball fan in the world, but, you know, I'm willing to give it a shot. And it has been very much a pleasant surprise. I've very much enjoyed it so far. And I hope Spicy's enjoying it as well. She's very tolerable of me just introducing her to shows. But she's introduced me to shows like Parks and Rec, The Office, a lot of shows I've never seen before just because I spend most of my time playing video games. But she had me watching some Parks and Rec, The Office. I really enjoyed Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I've loved all these shows. I very much enjoyed every single one. I think Spicy has fantastic taste in shows, and it's always a pleasure to watch those with her. Okay, this will be the sign room, but I have to figure out how I'm gonna put it together, because there's a deep ocean here now, and it's very scary. Maybe I'll turn off to this side. This is incredibly dangerous to just be like building a stairway down in a watery area. I know I could go straight down, but where's the fun in that? I love flooding my base and trying to fight back the waves of torment that threaten to drown me. Have I watched Heartstopper? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of Heartstopper. I'd love to give it a shot though, if it's a solid recommendation. What else have I really enjoyed? Wow, I'm not entirely sure. Believe it or not, it's very easy to think about like video games in the sort right here, but I thought I was destroying the other room. It's very easy to think about video games in the sort right here, but when I'm thinking about TV shows, it's like an entirely different thought process. 99. Oh yeah, 99. Yeah. Oh, you get it. You get it, Master Maze. Ah, yeah. I really enjoy Terry Jeffords as a character. What am I supposed to do? 1 2 2 1 2 2. No, very fun. There were a lot of quotes in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I did not understand. My buddy would say them a lot, and hearing those in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it was just like, oh, I understand it now. It was very cool. I didn't realize how like prominent these TV shows were. And oh, whoops, I just realized I've been hollowing this area out, but I'm not actually making any steps to make sure I have steps back upwards. But they had some really funny quotes. There was one I really liked that was like, I didn't understand what it was like having a dog. I thought, you know, it was like, I'm gonna butcher the quote here, but now that I have a dog, if anything were to happen to it, I would murder everyone in this room and then myself. And I thought that was so funny. Like, that's incredibly intense and very accurately portrays what it's like to just like love an animal so much. That's I'm not gonna say exactly how I feel about my cat, but like I understand the energy. It was very, very funny. Hello. I maybe suck at Silksong. I suck at Hollow Knight, but did you change your name? Because that's hilarious. That would be very hilarious if so. And also hilarious if just two people happen to have very similar names. Oh, nice. Your favorite quote. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's so funny. That is a genius play right there. All right, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna hollow this room out. Or fix this room up at least so it's not like as destroyed. I do want to leave some sort of path down here because I want to be able to access this still. So I'll figure out exactly how I'm going to do that. I'm thinking, oh no! I'm thinking about how broken my pickaxe is. Change it because you 100%ed the game. Good job. I'm excited to get back into Silksong. I'm still very interested in that game. I have to kind of look at my map and get an idea of what all I've done last, because I know it's been a while. But, yeah, I can't really think of exactly the reason why it's been so long. Now that I'm like in Minecraft, it's a little harder to think about Silksong, but I'm excited to get back into the game, and I promise that I'm not dropping it or anything, because I see people are like, you know, we want to see this coming out as well. Whoa, my brain just hit a wall. I went into full tree mode. But no, I really want to get back into Silksong. I want to see what that game's going to introduce us to, especially because Hollow Knight brought me to tears, I think, twice. I think Hollow Knight quite literally had me choked up twice, and I keep hearing that Silksong's so much better. I really want to get back into that. I want to finish that game. I want to see what the end of it's going to be like, how many acts there's going to be, because I remember it started off with like Act 1 Farloom. I want to see exactly what's going on with all the enemies in it that we've come across. I know that like Hornet ended up being really cool with in Hollow Knight, and ended up being very, very interesting rather than just like a boss fight. So I want to see more character development, that sort of thing. I got to get back into the game, and I'll make time for it. I will definitely be making time for it. It's been rough trying to get into it. There's been a lot going on outside of YouTube, outside of Twitch, but thank you all for your patience with that. I don't want to keep leaving you waiting for all these things. I know, like, you know, take care of yourself first and foremost, and I promise I'm not in any, like, terrible state or anything. Just been very, very busy, so I haven't been able to get around to it just yet. Haven't had the chance to watch it yet, but heard it's good. Finally got the money to sub. Oh, awesome. Also, hi. Wait. Oh, oh, thank you. Be the decree. Be the decree indeed. That randomly reminded me, I've tried another game with Spicy that's called Dicey Dungeons. I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream yet. I came over here. Why did I come over here? Did I want to plant trees? No, why would I plant trees over here? What in the world am I thinking? But I have trees because I destroyed a tree. I need to make sure that I replace that tree. I've just been so invested in talking to everybody. I want to finish off that room down there as well, so that we can start talking about having point options. I want to give you all point options so you can have more unique abilities rather than just like highlighting messages or I think customizing emotes is another. Wow, I really don't know what all emotes you can use, but I would really love for people to be able to have more options to interact with the stream. Maybe you can like make requests and this sort of thing. I know in the past someone mentioned a hydrate one, which I would like to be a cheap option, just to say like, oh yeah, hydrate, haha. But I don't want everyone to spend a bunch of points on those. So with these streams here, while we don't have a whole ton of unique point options, make sure you're saving up so that you can use some of those unique point options once we get there. 6 months of dating and 1 year of knowing him, just like that, gone. Oh no, I totally understand that. Oh no, I didn't make a pickaxe. Oh man, my brain's all over the place. But no, I get that. Breakups are rough, and I wish I could offer like breakup advice, but that's all I can say is you gotta just let yourself heal and move on. Give yourself time to appreciate that you have worth, because you're awesome. But I am definitely not fantastic with relationship advice. Mostly just I like having fun with people and maintaining friendships and romantic partners to the best of my abilities. And if that doesn't happen, it simply does not happen. But it is rough. There is no disguising the pain, my friend. I'm here for pickaxe. I have to remember, every part of me wants to be like, help, but I must remember pickaxe. I must remember, and I will remember pickaxe. There we go. I will make this. Here we go. Finally, it is done. This bag here, I want to make this bag. I keep seeing this bag. I really like the aesthetic. It looks cool. I don't know if it's particularly useful, but I really want to make this bag. Is a day of naked men in Japan. Oh no! Wow, Japan sounds awesome. What a party. Can't wait for next Silksong episode. I am very excited to get into it. I hope that people don't see, like, I really hope people don't see YouTube and go, oh, he's not uploading, he's lost the passion for it or something, or anything like that. No, never. I still very much love making videos. I love getting chat with everybody. I really love doing this. It actually was such a huge pain to not be able to stream for everybody last weekend. I don't know what happened. I got just randomly sick and went, okay, well, you know, if I lay around, I'll surely be fine, right? And nope, I was sick 2 days, so I was very sad I didn't get to connect with everybody. And I'm very, very happy to be here now, actually able to talk with all of you. It's great getting to see everybody. I love seeing new faces. I love seeing returning faces. But overall, I just love getting talked to our awesome community here. All right, now that I've more or less hollowed out this room, I also want to make sure I'm keeping it even. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So if I were to dig more this direction... Oh, this is a much easier way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I just hollow out this wall here. Perfect, perfect. Can only imagine how peak that'd be. Oh no, I don't see the other comment. Oh no, I can't see the other comment. I'm so sorry. I missed some potential peakness, which is another game I really want to try is Peak. I don't know if anyone here has been able to try that themselves, but Peak I've heard is such a good game, and I would love to try it. It'll be a bit before I can do any videos like that because I'm still not 100 words. I'm still not 100% sure how to go about doing collaborations or just recording with people in general because right now the way it works for anyone that didn't see the Keep Talking Nobody Explodes video I did with my friend Spitfire, we took a little bit to kind of figure out exactly how I needed my audio to sound, but his audio ended up coming through very differently than I expected on my computer. I heard him, but also he was combined with the game audio. So if we wanted to lower his voice in any way, we didn't really know how to do that without also taking away from... Oh, this is good. This is good setup right here. There we go. Now I have this set up here to know that I can go down here and there's some nightmares waiting for me. But we had it set up so that if we needed to change how his audio was, whether he was too low or too high, we couldn't change it without also adjusting the game volume. Let's see here. I kind of want to branch this out just a little more. I don't know exactly how many ideas we'll put in here, but I was thinking of just like kind of putting them along the wall here, and then we can determine point totals later, because I think I can do that with signs, right? I just have to go and actually make the signs. You just beat Peak. Oh, Peak's actually, like, beatable? I wasn't sure if it actually had some sort of end goal to it or not. But that's cool. Are you a faux person or a foi person? I don't know what that means, but I like the sound of foi. Je ne sais foi. All right, I have to make signs now, right? I should look at how to do that. So signs, I imagine, would be here, maybe? Probably in the same area that treasure chests are. A waxed copper chest. Honeycomb? Oh, someone mentioned to me how I could make honeycomb. I just haven't actually gone to do it yet. Or something like you have to put a fire under a beehive or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so one stick, a bunch of these. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Can I... Okay, so stick, and then... Yes. Perfect. Signs. Yes. Oh, I can put community ideas down now. Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. Oh, this is going to be great. Don't want to see me suffer, but getting over it playthrough would be hilarious. Honestly, I'm very interested in getting over it. I know it's like, oh, hi, copy. I know it's like somewhat of, I think people see it normally as like a rage game of sorts. So I'm very interested to see exactly how rage inducing it is, to see what the mechanics are behind it that like make people so irritated. I would love to give that game a try myself at some point, which is also something that if people wanted to see different games throughout this week as we're streaming, I'm very open to that sort of thing. But whatever games I play on Twitch likely will not be uploaded on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure on that just yet, but like not our main channel, but still the VODs channel. So we'll see as we're going on exactly what we'll do there. But here, now I can... Ah, there we go. Okay, thank goodness. I was very worried that it wouldn't end up looking how I hoped it would. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So can I edit these now that I've placed them on here? I can! Yes! Yes, I can! This is perfect! If people want to offer point ideas, you are more than welcome to do so at any time now, and then I can write it down on here. So one option for points was hydrate. Can I move this down potentially? Can I center it? Oh, this is so cool! Wow, oh, this is nice. Wait, uh-oh. How do I go back? Go up, return, ascend? Oh, there we go. Okay, thank goodness. Yippee! Hi! Hi, everyone! There we go. That's the one way to spell hi, right? So, hydrate. There we go. There's a point option right there. And then I can set another over here that are game options. So, I just saw Cult of the Lamb from the corner of my eye. So, Cult of the Lamb, getting over it. One idea I have is I'll write down as many as I can over here, and then I'll determine, like, okay, that's something we can work with, and that's something, like, I might have to edit the idea and, like, oh, that's just something I can't do yet. But I would love to put down some ideas that would be, like, for this point total, you can pick the next game, like, the stream puts out. But then there might be, you know, like, 4 people that happen to save up to that point total, and they get that point total, and then it's like, okay, well, now I have 4 games in a row. I got to figure out which one I'm doing first, all that good jazz. So I'll have to think on that. But Cult of the Lamb, this week I'm begging. I want to try. I really want to try Cult of the Lamb, so I'd be very open to that. Subnautica, I've beaten the first game. I've not beaten Below Zero. If people wanted to see that game streamed, I'll think on that, but I'm not super sure on that yet, because if I stream it, that means the series likely won't be continued on our main channel. For the VODs versus main videos, if you can manage it in terms of editing workload, posting highlight reels to the main channel would probably help the channel a lot. I was thinking about that too. Highlights would be interesting. I'd have to think more on that, exactly how I'd want to structure that out, because I don't want to, like, say, hey, Spicy, let's make a highlight reel on Subnautica, or let's make a Minecraft highlight reel when I have no idea what I'm doing, because, you know, that might stress her out more than, like, get the idea out there, because, you know, it's like, all right, well, now she's figuring out exactly what we're wanting to do, as well as me. But with this idea in mind, I'll think more on what we want to do for highlights. That was kind of the approach we're practicing with the Happy Wheels videos, is we're trying to make those more like highlight reels, but it's still a new thing for us that we're trying to figure out exactly how we want to go about that. I would love to make highlight reels. I really would. I'd be very interested, but that is definitely going to be a lot more on the editing side, whereas streaming, this is a lot more... Hi! You having a good swim over here? I see you murdered something. Good job. But this... Oh, hay bales. Yeah, I need to get those for Espresso Bean over here. But I know that with streaming, this is a lot more on the awesome side of things, where I have this ability and the power to be able to just stream for a while. Hopefully the streams will be pretty okay. I know that I am admittedly a little disoriented with going in here on a Sunday. It's very, very new and more jarring than I expected it to be. So getting into this week is going to be a fun experience. Hopefully I'll get to meet a lot of new people and see a lot of returning faces, and we'll make a lot of progress in various different games. We'll pick what games we want to see continue. I'm sorry. Oh no, I am the murder. Peanut, I can't be trusted in here. I'm killing all our watermelons. Terraria, either as a stream or a series. It's a lot like Minecraft. I have played a little bit of Terraria, not on stream here, but I have played a little bit of Terraria. Here, I'll write that down. Oops. Here, I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I went back up there to make more signs and forgot. I'm very bad at remembering things, which is something that I'm going to be working on for recording. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention about Silksong. Yes. So it's been very difficult to figure out with Silksong what I'm gonna do in that recording. So I have to start making notes of what I want to do once I start playing Silksong again, because there's so much. Oh, let me take a drink here. I'm just writing down hydrate. Let me go ahead and sip. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley? Oh yeah, absolutely. I love Stardew Valley. I played a little bit of that on stream a while. Valerie. Stardew Valley. Did I spell that right? Let me. You gotta go. Bye. Have a good stream. See you next stream. Oh, see you later, Killer Roomba. It was great seeing you. Stop by the stream. Let's see. Cheered 1 bit. Perfect. 1 strong bit. The Pioneer. Well, I guess there's been a lot of bits previously, but the Pioneer 1 bit. Very cool. So Stardew Valley, I played that way back in April of last year, and that was our last stream before I figured, man, streaming might be a little much for me right now with getting into YouTube and all. But someone asked, there's a reason why, or if there's a reason why we don't stream every day already, and that's a good question because I know that for a lot of people, like, generally don't have any idea of really what I'm doing outside of YouTube and the sort, and really the simple answer is I'm just working a lot, and I'm trying to be very careful to not burn myself out with the holidays being, I know this is way back in November, and I'm making all these hand gestures like you can see me. This was way back in November. But with all those holidays, it's been very difficult to get back into the normal routine because I didn't realize exactly just how much work that both Spicy and I actually were doing on YouTube already. We were working very, very hard. And to be getting back into it now, it's still a lot of hard work. And our community is much larger, which is fantastic. That's a very wonderful thing, and we're incredibly grateful. Thank you for everyone who's even taken the time to stop by for a little bit. But we've had to kind of accept that this is a very big community now, and 30,000 people, that is no small number. I can't fathom exactly how many people that'd be in a room. It'd be 30,000 people, ha ha ha. But the community is very big now, so there's a lot more pressure with the videos that we're uploading. So we're trying to figure out what is it we love? What is it we love about doing this? And what is it that we initially set out in the goal with YouTube? And that's another thing that makes Silksong, again, harder to play is I feel like I've been focusing so much on the Hollow Knight series that I haven't gotten to try other games like I want to. So it's hard for me to hyper fixate on a game while I'm actively recording it. I'll be playing Warframe or like Final Fantasy 14 off stream, and it's super easy to hyper fixate because I'm just playing that, hanging out with some friends, having a good time. Whereas with YouTube, I'm just by myself and recording videos. And while I love the games, it's very different from playing by myself. It's so much harder to hit that hyperfixation moment. But I hope that, glad you're feeling better now. Thank you. Yes, I'm very happy to be feeling better as well. Yeah, it's harder to start playing Silksong just because while I love the game, I'm not hyperfixated on it right now. So it's more of a chore to start playing it. And I don't want to give people the I'm playing this and, while I love it getting into it, it's not something that I'm super excited to get into it. I'll start playing it and then go, okay, yes, I'm very happy to be playing this now. But it's a lot more of a build up to start playing it rather than when I was trying out all these smaller games. I feel like I've been fixated on one singular game for a while. And again, that's not to say I don't want to play Silksong. No, I do genuinely love the game. It's the fact that I just don't know if I'm loving it as much as I would be if I just gave myself a little break from it. So now that I've had that good break, it's very nice to actually even consider playing the game again. 100% agree. Love factory games. They tend to not stream well since there's a lot of time spent quietly building, thinking through stuff. That reminds me of Factorio. Factorio was a game that I really enjoyed. I haven't streamed Factorio. I just played a very small portion of it, and I was very bad at figuring it out. I really did not get far, but that's one of those games where it's like, okay, yeah, if the community wanted to see that, I just have to figure out how do I love this like I love playing Silksong, or how do I love this like I would love playing Warframe or something like that. Which, by the way, I had this very strong urge to just be like, I'm gonna play Warframe or something on stream just to really introduce everyone to this game I'm very much enjoying. But then I thought, okay, from a outside perspective, yes, you can see me loving this game and playing it, but for a lot of people, I'm not in the beginning of the game anymore, so it might be a very overwhelming experience of just, oh, I'm new to this game and now there's just chaos happening. But that's one game that I've very much been enjoying. I've been playing it with Spicy here and there, with whatever free time I can muster up, and it's been very fun. Satisfactory, but also Factorio. Oh, yeah, Satisfactory is another game. I'm gonna put that down over here because while I want to like write these games down, at the very least I can consider playing them for YouTube as well. Satisfactory. That might be a game that's good to play with multiple people as well. Maybe I can see if my friends would at all be interested in trying that with me, like Spitfire. But that's one of those things where, too, we'd have to get into figuring out how to make them come through okay. Ad starting in... Oh, an ad starts in 5 minutes. Okay, cool. So I can make sure not to do any super chaotic exploring here in the... What? Oh, the sign of power. It must be obliterated. I destroyed it with the wrong thing, but I've destroyed it nonetheless. What kind of music do you enjoy? Personally, metalhead. I love video game music, believe it or not. I know that that's probably not the most like on the radio thing, but one thing that I really wanted to do was I've wanted to write video game music myself so much. I used to be a huge band geek, as people might say, but I really loved being in band, and I loved writing my own music with this little mobile app that I could like put down note for note. I've been trying to figure out MuseScore, but I have not been nearly as successful with that. But that's something that I hope I can get into one day. Is I hope I can get into writing music again because I loved it. I'm certainly no professional, but I would love to be playing. I would love to be writing music again. Let's see. Okay, really curious about saying more. What is your job industry? Oh, my job industry. I'm not 100% sure if I mentioned this on stream, but I drive forklift. I know, very exciting, very thrilling, but I'm most often a forklift driver, but I also move around a lot of chemicals. I gotta like take samples of those chemicals every now and again whenever we get new stuff. That's generally around what my work is, and it's something I don't really think about too often because it's a little scary. The chemicals are certainly chemicals you don't want to be getting on your skin, so it's a little scary. But that's around what I do each day is that. And then here I am streaming. Very different. Two very different environments because at work I'm usually just like zoning out, waiting to get through the day. And then here on the stream, I'm like, oh, I'm here and I'm engaged. It's fantastic. I'm suddenly alive again. This is great. How's it hanging? Forklift certified. Yeah, forklift certified. Are you going to be the Ender Dragon and start a new game? I will try to beat the... What is that over there? Is that sand? I will try to beat the Ender Dragon, but as for starting a new game, if you mean new game on Minecraft or new game in general, I will be... If people want to see a new game sooner rather than later, I would be more than happy to take this week as a sort of experiment and try new games out. But I want to keep in mind, too, that I will be working throughout the week. So it's not like I got a week off of work or anything. No, I'm going to try streaming right after work. So if people want to see new games, by all means. And something I need to do as well is I gotta go into this room, and if people make suggestions, I can actually write them down because I'm trying not to stay in one spot too long, but in that sense, I'm not really making any progress. So if anyone wants to offer point ideas, I'm happy to put them down. If anyone wants to offer game ideas, I'm going to take time to actually read chat a little bit and engage with everybody. I want to be able to hang out with all the people here. So let's put down some torches, light up this room just a little better, just to make it match. Not that I think that torch is doing a whole lot. Will I play Hytale? Is Hytale like Undertale, or is that a whole different game? I'll write down Hytale just in case. Oops, let me go ahead and move this down here. And then I also know that people love listening to your video stream when you work. Oh, that's very nice. I hope that we can make your day a little better. Whoa, hey, hi, Emily. I really like those emotes that you put down. They're very colorful. Please don't go bald. I'll try not to go bald. I like being hairy. Please don't overwork. Yes, I'll try very hard not to overwork. If I'm ever having like a tough day, I'll be very open with everybody, because that's the one thing I really want to advertise on Twitch here, is that I want to be my genuine self going into each video. So, you know what you're getting with each stream as I come in. And I know that's very difficult to find on the internet, but I'm going to do my best. And then Ori and the Blind here, I'll do Ori and the Blind Forest. Hopefully that looks okay. That looks a little funky, but I'll move it up. I'm going to move this one up. So is this how I'm going to end up fixing this, right? And the Blind Forest. There we go. That looks better. Just a little better. Just a little better. Okay, let me also pause here so I can keep the chat scrolling. I scrolled up on the chat a little bit because I saw a game suggestion and it stopped updating me. Hytale is an adventure RPG game in early release. Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying. So now I know for sure I have this. Undertale is another one that I want to put down here. I'll put down that I'm going to revisit, because Undertale is one that I've played, but I have not played Deltarune. So I'm contemplating doing a revisit segment where I can play a game that I've played before, but, experience it over again to move on to the next one. So as we go to, as we get towards, I'm bad at spelling. As we get towards playing different games and wanting to move on to like Deltarune, because that is on my list. I really want to try Deltarune. Undertale. And then there's some stuff I missed in a game called Celeste. I believe I missed the harder levels of Celeste, but I think I completed the base game of Celeste. So I'll have that down as an idea of revisiting those games. Celeste is a little less of a priority just because I don't think there's a game after that, but if there is, let me know, and I'll keep an eye out. Oh no, there's ads! Ad break ends in a minute. Okay, well, to everyone who's not watching ads, hi! Thanks for subscribing, ? I think that's what's saving you from the ads, right? But that's very cool. Thank you for the heads up. I added a little thing to let me know that if there is an ad, I will make sure that I'm not like continuing on with anything super crazy, but now I can like really... Hi everybody. You don't have an ad? Well, double thumbs up. Has Awesome done P5? Maybe I have. Maybe I have done P5. Who knows? Smaller, cute games with a cat. You could play Stray. I loved Stray. That was a game that I played a very long time ago on stream on my other channel, and I played through the whole game in one sitting. I loved that game so much. It was fantastic. Let's see. At some time, oh no, said, oh no, well, hello, you can see fan art. Awesome. I clicked, I clicked off screen, but, I missed the message of like saying what I'm interested in, what game I'm interested in. Oh, okay. Cult of the Lamb. Fantastic. Yes, I'm very interested in Cult of the Lamb. Undertale Yellow. I'll put that down. I think that's a fan-made game, right? That sounds vaguely familiar. I'll put that down as an option, as a fan-made game. Because I have heard good things. I have heard good things on that. Okay, let's see. My friend asks, what are your opinions on budgeted gambling? I've never personally gambled. Like, if we're talking with real money, I've never personally gambled because I don't have the budget for it. No, I have to be very, very careful with how I spend my money. So with budgeted gambling, I'd say, hey, if you have the budget to do so and gambling's something you enjoy, you can do it safely, I say more power to you. By all means, go for it. But I don't have any sort of personal opinion on it, as I don't really gamble myself. The most like I do in gambling is in video games where, oh, I came up here for something. Stairs, was it? Do I want to make stairs? Can I make stone stairs? Is that something I can do? I'll try it. Let me just see if this does anything. Okay, cool. I can. That's fantastic. But yeah, if you have the ability to gamble and you have the budget to do so, by all means. But yeah, the most I've ever done with any sort of gambling would be like I'm playing, I don't know, as a very specific recent example, I unlocked a new Warframe named Kome. I think that's how you say her name. And I just played her for the first time today, and a lot of her abilities are like, okay, they're stronger if you roll your dice well. So I'll pay like 25 energy to use an attack, and if I roll well, the attack goes better. That's like the most I've ever really gambled in any sort of game. So it's very short. Let's see, Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Frontiers. Sonic's an interesting game. While I'd be interested in trying it, I am still admittedly leaning more towards trying to stick to indie games. But if there is a high demand for a Sonic game, I'm not against it, because first and foremost, I want to make sure that I'm giving everyone content that they want to see. I almost said community that you want to see. Community is another show I've watched I really liked. But yes, if you want to see any sort of game that's not an indie game, I can't promise it'll be very quickly coming anytime soon, but I would be happy to put it on a list if there's a high enough demand for it. Let's see. Been watching your Hollow Knight. You've been loving it. Oh, I'm so glad. I saw recently there was a comment that someone said they're watching it again for the third time, and that really warmed my heart that people have been enjoying that series. I really am looking forward to getting a lot of different series available for everyone to view, because there's so many games out there. There's so many very good games. And I've gotten a few emails. Someone, I can't remember exactly what the game is off the top of my head, but someone sent me an email that's like, hey, I promise the last time you're hearing from me, because they sent me maybe like 3 or 4 emails on the same game, but they really wanted me to try this game. I believe it said something along the lines of, like, I am the cube or something, and I just thought, oh, I really respect that determination. I'd like to at least take a look at their game, but I haven't been able to look at it just yet. But I hope they know that I saw their email and that I appreciate their determination. I respect that. I respect the drive. Astroneer and Forager. Oh, Forager I'd really like to try out. Astroneer, I played a very small amount of that with Spicy a long time ago. We couldn't figure it out, so we didn't get very far in it, but I would love to give Astroneer a try with community guidance there. It looks like a really interesting game, and I want to like it. I want to like Astroneer. That random villager says. All right, let's set... You are so late to this. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay. Never such a thing as late. You're here, and we're happy you're here. Thanks for hopping on in. I want to make more of these as well. I got to make sure that I'm making signs. I'm just going to fill that room up with signs. There's one open space for a sign that I wasn't able to fill. So, whoa! What was that? Did everyone hear that? It was like... That was very interesting. That's my most accurate representation of whatever demonic beast was waiting in here. It's a wandering trader. Kill it. Repo. Oh, Repo is another one that I really like. Sonic Chronicles. Are you talking Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood by chance? Because that was one of the first games I ever played on the Nintendo DS, and I loved it. I was hardcore addicted to that. I used to play that with one of my closest friends. Here's a random little story. The little 9-year-old Awesome Code loved playing on the Nintendo DS, and I would play games like Ninja Gaiden. There was a Ninja Gaiden game that I played a little bit of. I remember playing with my friend. I'll call him Mike. 9-year-old Mike, and I would like sit outside Mike's backyard and play. I'm totally gonna let the real name slip, and I hope that's not disrespectful if I do. I'm very bad with like maintaining memories and the sort of thing like that. But no, I would play outside, and I remember Mike had to go inside to eat dinner, so I was outside on the back porch waiting for him to come back out, and he knew that I was going to be fighting a boss, and he was like, just lose, and his mom's like, Mike, calm down. Because it was a scripted loss sort of fight or something like that, or like a fight you had to be really good at the start of the game to win. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just lose. But no, Sonic Chronicles is one of those games as well that I played a lot with Mike, and we would trade with each other our chows to make them stronger. I had a chow that like gave a lot of EXP and really loved it. I very much enjoyed playing with Mike. We had all sorts of games that we really loved playing. You know, one of those like really good childhood friends where you could just play all sorts of games like Spectrobes and Nintendogs. I loved those. Yeah, very good time. I wish I could introduce everybody to Mike, but to really like rip off the band-aid, Mike is unfortunately not around with us anymore. That was a fun little experience I had when I was younger, is getting to be introduced to death early. It was very sad, but Mike was a very great friend. Loved hanging out with him. And I still remember him to this day, many years later, and that just shows how important your childhood friends are. You know, remember them as fondly as you can, because those memories, they stick around even when you're older, even when you're an adult. It's very important to make those memories and to cherish every moment. But yeah, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I loved that game. It was phenomenal. I heard there's quite a bit of controversy with it in an Alpharad video, I think. I think Alpharad made like Sonic. I played Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood, so you don't have to. When I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, I was definitely like a kid that didn't really understand games, just because like there were so many things where I was like, oh, that was kind of a random jump. But you know, as a kid, I loved it, and I think I'd still love it to this day, just because it had like such interesting mechanics. But let's see. What is this room? This is the suggestion room. This is where you can make suggestions on here. Let's do point suggestions. There we go. So here's point suggestions, and then uh-oh. Got no, I can't put it on either of these signs. It'll be off center and it'll mess with my brain. I'll put it like up here or something. I have a single block. There we go. This room's already chaotic enough. There we go. Now I can do that. And I'm going to set a crafting table down here so I can do my crafting down here. But hanging sign? What? Hanging sign's a thing. Let me test that out. That sounds awesome. Let's see as well. Sorry for being so negative. You just had to get it out. Oh, you know, sometimes you just got to get it out. I totally get that. Sometimes you got to get it out. You got to get that evil out of your chest, you know? I know, like, whenever I'm angry, I have to figure out, like, okay, well, what can I do that'll expel this evil? Because I'm not the type of person to, like, say I'm going to express my anger by, like, screaming into a pillow or something. That's just not me. It doesn't work for me. I tried it one time when I was little. And I was like, no, I'm still angry. But no, sometimes you just got to get it. What in the world is happening to this? Why is this green? Was this always green? What in the world happened? What? Large chest? Why is it? Huh. Did you guys do this? Did you oxidize the copper somehow? That's incredible. Are they going to be green as well one day? That'd be so cool. Right. Oh, I was in here to make signs and to take a crafting table out of here, right? There was a crafting table. I had an extra somewhere. Crafting table. Where is it? Where is it? I know I have a crafting table somewhere here. There it is. Perfect. Now I can put this down into the abyss. See, after you beat vanilla Minecraft, do you plan on modded Minecraft? I would love to try modded Minecraft. I would be very open to trying that sort of thing. I know Minecraft, this game, it's not really indie anymore, is it? It's owned by Microsoft. At the very least, it better be owned by Microsoft with how much work they put into just like trying to play this. With most games I own, I can just kind of hop into whatever I want to play. Where this one's like you need to launch a launcher, and then you also need to go about figuring out which edition you're playing or something like that. And after you've launched the launcher, you've got to sign into your Microsoft account. I'm just like, I just want to play the game. I don't know what all these hoops are, but hey, you know, if you insist, I guess I'll hop through all these hoops just to play a video game. Let's see. I wanted to, you know what? I'll take the crafting table down with me. I'll craft the signs down there. Favorite Sonic character? That's a good question. So we're gonna just rip the band-aid off now. Awesome Code loves edgy. Awesome Code loves, you know, dark, edgy, brooding. It's very like different from, you know, who I am, but I really love just edgy characters. I think they're fun, and just overall I like cool things. So I'm a big fan of Shadow. Loved Shadow. Big fan. I'm going to set this here. It'll be a permanent reminder that there is indeed horrors waiting for me to go down here. But let's see what else. There was someone who I found that people who experience loss of a close family, friend or family member at a young age are sometimes the most wholesome people. People like Markiplier come to mind. Awesome definitely fits that trend. Oh, thanks. It's a trend that while tragic, of course, I'm at least grateful for being the person I am, and I wish that. Oh, that is not hanging how I hoped it would, but that's okay. I will figure out how to hang a sign later. For now, I'll just get this out of the way. But yeah, experiencing that, I still remember the day very, very clearly. And I apologize, I might go on a little rant about this. But no, I was getting off the school bus. My friend Mike had moved away. I had to pause for a little bit because I was like, I gave them a different name. But my friend Mike, game suggestions. He had to move away, which was very unfortunate because I really loved hanging out with him. But D, I keep putting D down. But when he moved away, his parents were very big on this, like, you can't do sleepovers or something like that. But they made an exception for me. After he moved away, I was allowed to go to his grandparents' house, and we went tubing. It was super awesome. I remember, like, he stubbed his toe or something, and he couldn't get back into like tubing because his toe hurt. But it was like maybe I don't know, it could have been I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna be very aware that I just put signs in here because I don't want to mix and match all these chests since this room is specifically made to organize the chests. But I remember that maybe like 2 weeks later or so, I got off the bus and my dad was waiting for me outside, and I was just like, oh, I'm in trouble. Because I procrastinated a lot when I was younger. I'd procrastinate homework. I would procrastinate so many things. So I was pretty used to getting in trouble. So when I saw my dad was waiting for me, I was like, oh, it's over. I'm going to be in so much trouble. I don't know what I did, but here we go. And I went inside, and my dad, he was so serious. It was very different. And he was like, Awesome? Yep, that's right. Real name, Awesome. But he was like, Awesome, I'm afraid your friend Mike has passed. And I thought he was joking because to me, that was so dark. That was such a dark thing to like hear, that there was no way he was serious. Death was just not like, he was, he wasn't even 10 years old yet, I don't think. So I was just like, there's no way, there's no way. My dad's very clearly kidding. Haha, funny joke. And he got really mad. He like, hit me with that stern voice of, oh, I should not follow up with hit me. My dad did not strike me. No. But like he used that stern voice that like a dad might use where you'd go, oh, I better, like chillax and listen to whatever he's saying. And nope, next thing I knew, I was at the funeral. It was super crazy. It was very wild, a very wild experience to be a part of. But yeah, that's something I had to learn very young, was how just tragic death is. It's a very, very sad thing. And, I hope that if anyone's ever, struggling to like get sort of, get blah, 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 blah. My words, like I'm gaming, but I'm also reminiscing and also talking at the same time. This is like the most pushed my brain's ever been. But, if you ever have to experience this sort of thing, or you ever have to, like, if you're currently going through just like mourning, and even if it's been like years later, it's okay to give yourself that time. Like this happened over 10 years ago, and I still remember very clearly just all these memories I had with my friend. I remember we made a little outside base that got infested with earwigs. It was disgusting, but I was just like, our base, it's been overrun. This is so tragic. Oh yeah, I gotta make a pickaxe. I didn't bring copper down with me. But no, it was a very it was just a very crazy thing to hear so young, was that passing. You're like, you might lose like a pet every now and again. That's something that I experienced young as well, was losing a pet. But usually like the kind of pet I'd lose was like a rat, where you accept that they don't have a very long life expectancy. So to lose a person, that was just so wild. Very, very wild. But yeah, that's I hope I'm not bringing down anyone's mood or anything. I'm reminiscing on this positively, not because I'm not grieving or anything like that, but because it's just so nice to think about, that's the childhood I had. That's the childhood I had. I had a very good friend that I got to spend a lot of time with. I am very happy that I got to spend so much time with him. I'm glad that Mike made such an impact on my life like that. And of course, I miss him. Like, I would 100% love to change his fate in some way if I could, but just can't. You got to move on past that part, no matter how much it sucks. But I like to look back at the experience and think, it hurt because I loved hanging out with my friends so much. And it hurts still because he was such a great friend. It's the same, it's still the same recently. I'm still fighting a good chunk of loss of another friend. It's scary for me nowadays to say, like, oh, I have a best friend, because I know I mentioned, like, my best buddy loved Haikyuu and stuff. I'm finishing the show because he can't finish it with me anymore. I lost 2 best friends, and this one was recent. I still think about him very often. My high school best friend, who I essentially went into my adult life with, I lost him about, I want to say, oops, I'm sad. But I want to say I lost him maybe, it was, I'm trying to do the math, but it was a little over 2 years ago. I can't give an exact date, but it was a little over 2 years ago. Very sudden too. It was a car accident. Very sad. But yeah, I still think about him to this day because he made such a strong impact on me. You know, if you love talking about Awesome Code, you would have loved hanging out with this guy. I still occasionally listen to the video that he put on YouTube. He put a video on YouTube a very long time ago because we wanted to make a YouTube channel together. We were so inspired. We were inspired by, like, Markiplier, by PewDiePie. We wanted to make a oop, hang on, wait, this is not what I wanted to bring. I want to bring positivity and the sort, and I know bringing pain, not cool. But yes, that's a lot of, Spicy's been very helpful in making sure that I can heal, but still not there. Still miss him. Yep. Whew. Sorry, I'm like, you know, I gotta fight it. Sorry, I'm still very human. I'm not a positive machine like I'd like to be, but still very human. Gotta fight down those emotions every now and again. The sorrow that plagues my soul. But yeah, we made a channel together called Two Freaking Idiots, and it was so funny because we never uploaded anything on it. We recorded a video. We recorded Resident Evil Revelations, and I played it on the hardest difficulty because I was like, oh, this is gonna be like, it's a dumb decision. I'm gonna try my best, and we never uploaded it because we did not do a great job playing. Oh, chat pause due to scroll. Oh no, I gotta get back. There, I'm all caught up with chat. For some reason, I wasn't all caught up, but now I'm caught up with chat again. Wait, are you attacking the? Oh no, you're attacking them. Yeah, you get him. You get him. You swim back. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here, zombie. Okay, but we originally didn't upload on it because there was a point where I came to him and I was like, you know, the channel name just sounds like we're kind of harshing on each other. We're gonna invite a lot of people to our channel that'll probably just make fun of us. Anyway, yeah, that's a fair point. So we ended up changing the channel name to Homebound Homies, which was really funny because it was during the whole pandemic, and we were like, you know, we're trapped in home, but we'll make some funny content for all of us to hang out and chat during. And unfortunately, now I'm the only one that can continue with that. So there was a channel I used to stream on. It was Awesome Code. Not Awesome Code. Haha, that's me now. It was Awesome Stowed. I used to stream on that. And I mentioned before that channel's no longer streaming or anything, but that's because my friend's not around anymore. I simply couldn't bear to record or stream on that channel anymore because that was meant to be like, that was the personality, the internet personality that was going to be like established with the Yeti Gamer, and we were going to be making videos together, and we were going to make it big on YouTube because we were going to do a lot to help people be happy where they couldn't be happy. And now it's just me doing that from now on, which is very heartbreaking to think about. And it made it very hard to record with Awesome Stove. There was a good bit of time where I wasn't sure if I was going to do this anymore because it hurt. It very much hurt. But no, I'm still doing it because this is what I love. And you know, my buddy would have. What in the world? How'd you? What? Peanut? No! You hit my peanut dog and you took a tree. How dare you take a tree? You must die. All right, Peanut, can you get back up here, buddy? How you doing? How you doing, Peanut? Are you walking around? Are you walking? What was that? What? What in the world is this? Whoa! That's terrifying. What in the world? Wow. Okay, well, that got interrupted very quickly, but thank you all for kind of listening to my reminisce down memory lane, and my apologies, this definitely isn't like the most exciting content in the world of like, you know, my usual like very energetic and happy-go-lucky, but I'm still very human. I hope that people see that. I'm gonna run into my house. I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. No! Into the house! What? Okay. Oh, what are you? Oh, that's so cool. You see that? Oh, it's so cool. Wow, that's... Oh, my heart's like racing. Wow. Oh, my hand's like trembling here. Let me hold my... Oh, my goodness. I can't even hold my mouse straight unless I rest it on this here. But, wow, that is terrifying. Don't sleep for 3 in-game days, and that's when they spawn. Okay, well, it sounds like I need to take a nap then. Whoa, wow, that's terrifying. Woo, very cool. And thank you all for donating bits. This sort of thing, it's something I don't feel this is like the platform for me to like talk about or anything. There's, you know, Awesome Code needs a lot of therapy. I'm gonna get that out there right now. Awesome Code needs a lot of therapy, and one day I'll be able to afford that sort of thing, and I'll get it. But there's put my favorite item in an item frame. I agree. That sounds very nice. Oh yeah, can I craft an item frame? Whoa! No! You gotta get in the one. No! The Dock of Death! I'm so sorry. I gotta like put water or something along here, right? Oh no, that's gonna drown my base. Well, I have this now in my inventory. I'm not entirely sure what to do with it, but now I have water. But no, I appreciate you all hearing out my ramblings and the sort. But oh, I need a glow ink sac. I think I have that. Wait, no, I'm looking at something different. A glow item frame? Excuse me, burp escaped me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm very full of water. But yeah, that's something I didn't talk about because there is one thing I worry about often, and it's something I'll have to get over because, you know, I'm on the internet, but I don't want people to see me as like a like, oh, this guy's doing this for clout or something. So I've, you know, been keeping that very close to chest of like that loss, but yeah, I guess the time just felt good to talk about it. You caught me while I'm very reminiscing, but yeah, I generally don't talk about those sorts of things because I'd rather just keep the positive energy going because that's what I like doing. I like being positive. I like recording, and I like bringing people happiness. And a big reason for that is because, well, that's what my buddy brought me a lot of. My best friend, we'll call him Tim. My best friend Tim gave me a lot of joy in life, a lot of joy. And it's been hard moving on without him around, but he gave me a lot of joy, and I want to make sure that the world gets the joy it deserved when he left us, because Tim was such a positive spirit. One of those people that, like, I know it's cliche to say probably, but like he, you know, brought a lot of energy into a room, more than I do consistently, that's for sure. You know, if you wanted to ever meet someone that's nearly as wild as Awesome Code with all the energy that I've got, it was Tim. Tim was very, very energetic, and oh, thank goodness you're okay. I'm so happy you're okay. So I will give you meat so you may eat. I will give you cooked mutton. Right? This is good for your stomach, right? I hope. Here. There you go. You got smacked by a zombie. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that violence, but you defended our home, and I love you greatly. Now come with me, Peanut. We got to get you back outside the Garden of Death, and maybe I'll make... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can make a little, like, spot over here that branches off, and it's like a little dog house for Peanut, so Peanut has somewhere they can safely stay while also keeping an eye on the Garden of Death. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll make Peanut a little home here. And if anyone has suggestions, I apologize that I still am not super great at keeping an eye on the chat. But if you have suggestions, I hope you don't get discouraged if I'm failing to look at chat a good bit. But yeah, every content creator had some form of depressing backstory. It's because of that I was like, oh, I don't want to share this, just because I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to follow the trend or something. But unfortunately, that has indeed happened, and yeah, I can't even visit the dude's grave because he's multiple states away from me. But I'll visit it like every now and again and say hi to him. I like to give him updates that we're doing the YouTube channel. It's very exciting. I'm gonna put watermelon in this glowing item frame. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like putting this watermelon here. It's such a strong watermelon, but I also gotta make sure that I'm making stuff. But it's something that, you know, I'm adjusting to. I'm still adjusting, still getting along just fine, so no worries. And I didn't want people to worry either. A big thing is, like, you know, everyone's showing that, like, or everyone sees this like really happy content creator, and I don't want people to be worried about like anything that might be going on in my head or something. No, I'm very okay. I'm being very careful to make sure that I'm staying okay while doing this thing that I love, and that is making content for everybody. It's a very good time. Oh wow! Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Wow, that you just saved 5 people from seeing ads. Thank you very much, and thank you all for the bits as well. Oh, I can see messages, right? Benji says, you deserve more, but I do not have more bits. Wish you all the best. No, that's very okay. Thank you. We're happy with anything people give. You give us 1 bit, that's incredibly nice. Someone cheered 1,050 bits. Oh, Nos, thank you so much. Nos has, for those who don't know, Nos has actually been around since the Awesome Stowed era. I don't know if anyone else has been, but, Nos has been very aware of like what happened, because I made a little post about it in the Awesome Stowed Discord server, where I was like, I'm not sure if the content creation is going on, but I didn't want to just disappear and not say anything. So I was very open about it with like, yeah, I'm just unfortunately suffering a good chunk of loss. I was very, very sad. But yeah, it's been very yeah, true fan indeed. Yeah, well, a big part of me wants to be like, oh yeah, everyone here is true fan, just because, you know, it's nice seeing everyone here. But yeah, Nos has been around for a very long time, and there's not a day that goes by where I'm not grateful for that. Just the fact that he's been here so often. But there's someone had mentioned that like, oh, you deserve many more bits, and I really appreciate that sentiment. I don't want to like give people the idea of, oh, like, you know, streaming deserves bits at any point, but whenever you donate, I want you to know that I'm very grateful, and I'm being very careful not to downplay it, because I don't want to sound at all unappreciative of when people give bits, because it is an incredibly nice thing that pushes us closer towards being able to do this full time, which would be awesome. I would love to do this full time, to get to talk to everybody all the time. It'd be really great. But I don't want people to ever feel like, if you're watching here and you can't donate bits, I don't want you to feel like, oh, I shouldn't be here if I can't donate. No. You are always welcome here. If you want to donate, that's fantastic. We're very appreciative of it. But never feel bad if you can't do it. Don't ever feel pressured. Yes, that's more of what I was getting into. Where like I don't want to come across as someone that's like, he deserves this. I struggle to see if I deserve anything, you know. But I'm very grateful. Thank you for the bits. And I see Be the Decree with the 1 bit. I think that's funny. It's just like the one random bit. It's very funny. And then 139 shortly after. Thank you. That's very nice. 26 minutes ago. Oh, Astroneer and Forager. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for the reminder. And just using the bits to remind me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I want to do a lot better at making sure to see everyone's suggestions, and I will get better at that as time goes on. But that was very smart of you to use the bits as like, he will like more consistently see these messages. So thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to write these down right now before I forget, just because with how sporadic my brain is with throwing ideas at me, I will indeed forget. So Astroneer. I was going to put Forager on the same thing, but I want to give it a separate thing. I really like the looks of Forager. Forager is one of those like pixel arty games. I really love the pixel art aesthetic. I'm a huge fan of it. With the new channel logo that's on the way, pixel art is actually what's being used for it. So, whoops! Oh no, my shield! Wait, can I have that back? No, I want it back! Oh no! It looks like I'm cranking some sort of like wheel to open up the abyss of nightmares over here. Wait, how do I get it back? Can I just mine it off? Oh, thank goodness. Gotta take care of the dishwasher. I'll see you once you get back then. So hold it. There you go. Okay, thank you. So I guess if I have it in my left hand, I could just... What? Oh, thank you. I got it back. Okay, so it just has to be in my main hand. I just put my shield on it, I guess. There we go. Hold. Whee! Watermelon, yeah! Oh, the lifeblood. This is awesome. There, it looks like a stairway down. A stairway of watermelon. It's fantastic. Spin indeed. Okay, now I can put my shield back on. That was so awesome. Here's the, oh, you know what? I'm going to put this on here. Depths of nightmares. You know what? Hang on. I want to word this differently. So let's do depths. Depths. Gotta word it out. Of nightmares. And then in small text, enjoy. Smiley face. There we go. Just a happy little like positive energy boost right before I go down into the very beings of my nightmares. The Shrine of the Holy Watermelon, yes! Okay, let me read the bit messages too. I'm sorry about your friends, dude, but really glad you're about to carry on the dream you shared. We're all really happy to have you with us. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I miss my friend every day, but it's a big reason why I'm so happy to be doing this. I love doing this. It's a dream that both of us shared for a very long time, and I'm incredibly determined to keep going with this. And maybe one day I can introduce you all to his grave or something, unless that's in poor taste. But I would love to talk about my friend so many times, and that's something that's nice too. Is on the internet, memories will be preserved. With just the fact that we're streaming here in general, this is something that'll be preserved. We'll upload it onto YouTube eventually, and people will be able to see it more often. You'll get to just witness the story again, all over again, whenever you want. And if I say good things about my friend, that's something that gets put on the internet forever. And my friends were super awesome, both of them. One helped to really establish my childhood, and one really helped me to find my grounding as an adult, which is very awesome. It's so important. I can't stress enough how important it is to have people in your life that not only help you grow, but just give you good memories to experience. People that'll give you memories that distract from the times you're hurting, times that you've really been struggling. People that'll give you memories that'll be like, you know, I could have something terrible happen, like my car brakes just break down. Oh no, now what do I do? But then I can, you know, while I'm getting through this thing, I can be like, I remember that time Tim and I went on a surprise trip to Burger King. Okay, I have to share this story. This is something we really did. We both tried to pick each other up as much as we often could, because we were both about like the same like experience in being adults. He was only a year older than me. So I remember one day he got home from work, and we've both been working in factories. We both tried college, and it just unfortunately didn't work out. I couldn't afford to stay in college, so I had to drop out. Whereas my friend, I believe he also could not afford to continue in college because the one he was in shut down. So Tim had to move to a different college, but it was way more expensive. So he was like, I think I have to drop out. But, you know, we decided, hey, you know what? While life may not have worked out how we wanted it to, we'll find more things to stay positive on. But we still had bad days. So there was one day he got home from work. He had a really rough day, and he got some awful news. I don't want to like go too into it, but the like long story short is he called his girlfriend and someone answered that he was not expecting to answer. So he was in such a just distraught state, and he loved to eat. I knew a lot of places he loved to eat. I knew a lot of places that he really enjoyed. I knew all of his orders. He knew all of mine. Like we loved just hanging out pretty much all the time. Like we lived together. We were the type of friends that we would text each other while we're sitting in the same room just to not disturb the people around us in that room because we wanted to just keep hanging out. We were hanging out all the time. That's a very like weird thing is my phone's so quiet now that he's gone. It's been so quiet for like 2 years. But we would text each other all the time. And when he was in this distraught state, I was just like, you know what? I know I like this specific day. I also had a really rough one, but he needs his best friend right now. So I remember being like, hey, Tim, you know what? Come with me. And I just took him on a surprise drive to Burger King, and we were reminiscing about all these good memories we've had. We were in marching band together, and we were just reminiscing about all these positive thoughts. And he had such a great day afterwards. I hope that night he slept okay too, because you know we didn't share a room, but he like. Just the moment he was alone with his thoughts again, I hope that they were very positive because I wanted to make sure that with the day being so bad, that didn't mean the day had to all be bad. You know, everyone can have a really bad day every now and again, but it's bad for as long as I don't want to say it's as bad as long as you let it be bad. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's just out of your control, but it's as bad until you have the chance to make it good again. I don't want people to feel like you have one bad day and it's been bad for like 12 hours. You got to go to bed in maybe 2 or 3, but those 2 and 3 could be the game changer of what makes you go to bed with a smile instead of a frown. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's let's see as well with all the thank you for the bits again. Thank you for the bits. I'm gonna try not to bring up my friend again because again I really don't want to I'll go on tangents every now and again, but I don't want people to think like he's sad we got to donate bits or something. No. And I'm not saying that's the thought process you're having either. No. But that's not what I want to imply in any sense. I want us to just be having a good time. But I'm very grateful for everyone who's willing to listen to my random little tangent memories there because I've got a lot of really good memories. And now that I've said that on the internet, I know it'll be established forever and my friend can live on that way, which is fantastic. So I hope that people have memories too that they like sharing every now and again. Even if I don't see it, even if I don't read it, at the very least with the chat on the screen here, it's immortalized in that way. If you ever want to share memories, and it could even just be something like, oh man, my cat came up and snuggled on my lap today. It was the first time my cat's ever done that. I'm very happy. And like, yes, awesome, fantastic. You take that win, you immortalize that win on the internet. We're so happy to even be worthy of having your win on our wall at any point, our wall of text here. So it's very awesome. Smashing credit card on table. Take it already. No. I love you awesome. It's really nice listening to your positive energy in the mornings. I'm glad. I'm really glad. And I hope that we can continue bringing some positive energy here out throughout the week. It's very nice getting to see everyone. You get emotional in an awesome video or stream. I hope they're good emotions. You know, I don't want to come across and say like, oh, I'm looking back on these memories and I'm just like very upset. I'm upset in the sense of like, how do I want to word it? The way I view grief is like, it's just a lot of love that you had unspent. And, you know, we had our whole lives out together still. Like I was very determined this was going to be my like best buddy that I was going to be having until I'm going to spin the watermelon just to have it spinning. There we go. Perfect. The dopamine of spinning watermelon. Thank goodness. Watermelon boat, watermelon stare. But, yeah, it's, I spun the watermelon and it kind of distracted me from exactly what I was talking about. But, yeah, it's just something that I'm very happy that I got to experience my life with Tim. He was very awesome, very cool. quite possibly the best friend I could have ever hoped to ask for, and I'm incredibly grateful for those years I got to spend with him. I'm not at all like looking back on it like how dare the world take him or something like that, and I understand. I've talked to quite a few people that have that mentality, and I respect that. It's very tough. It's tough for everyone who knew him, but I can say at the very least that I'm able to keep that just like kind of how I'm viewing it as it was nice knowing him. It was very nice knowing him in the time that I got to spend. It was quite the blessing, and I'm grateful to have experienced any sort of friendship like that, because not everyone gets it. Not everyone gets to have a friend that just like meshes with you so well. I think everyone has a friend out there like that, and I hope that you get to meet that friend who you mesh incredibly well with, but not everyone gets it. So the fact I got to experience that is really awesome, and I would give so much to be able to experience it again with them. But it's okay that I can't. It's okay. And it's going to be okay as time moves on. Put that melon in a crafting table with 8 gold nuggets around it, pretty please. You got it. I don't think I have gold nuggets right now, but I will hopefully be reminded that I'll be able to do that, because we can make the gold seed encrusted watermelon or something. I'm not really sure what to expect out of that, but that's just the mental image I'm gonna have, is a watermelon, but it has gold nuggets as seeds. The awesome melon, the shiny melon. Yes, the shiny melon with like a 0.0296% chance of dropping with each encounter. Awesome. What happened to the Discord? I'm not 100% sure if I talked about that on stream before, but if I have, awesome. If I haven't, I'll give, I was going to say refresher, but essentially just closed because I wasn't able to keep up with it. I think there's a fan-made Discord right now that's going on. I don't have the link to it. I didn't get the chance to save it, but someone made a fan-made Discord, which is super cool. Oh, hiccups. I've not joined it myself. I've still been thinking on it very hard thinking on it. But I don't want to join a Discord and feel like I've got to keep that responsibility of like moderating or something like that when I'm already struggling like so much just to find time to keep up with recording, with streaming, that sort of thing. So I've got to still think on it. But there is a fan-made Discord if people want to join it. They're always welcome to post the link. Be very careful clicking links, but for any trusted sources bringing any Discord links into the fan server, you're more than welcome to share it. I'm not in it myself because I can't possibly even fathom trying to, whoa, this tree's awesome. I can't fathom like trying to run a Discord server again, just because I just don't have that time. I don't have the time to moderate it. I didn't have a large enough team to moderate it, and I could tell the mods were getting stressed out, and I just didn't want people to feel that with all the chaos that was going on. So we figured, better not to have it for now. As much as I would love a way to interact with the community like that, just for now, Twitch is like my new, I can interact with everybody much more consistently and confidently, which is very nice. I wanted to give everyone a place where I'm actually able to interact with all of you, and that's, well, where we are now. This is where I'm actually able to chat with everyone. And for anyone who was in that Discord server, I know I said it in an awesome update video, but I just want you to know, like, I'm not mad at anyone with how anything went. If anything, at most, I just feel like I let you down, and I apologize about that. I wanted to give a community where I could chat with everybody more consistently, but I just wasn't able to deliver it as much as I hoped I would. But I learned a lot from the experience, and I hope that people don't think I'm mad at anyone. No. Far from it. Far from it. It's very hard for me to get mad at people, let alone hold a grudge. So I hope that everyone knows that I still care very much for you. I'm happy that you're still around, if you are. And if you felt like when the Discord server, that was your time to be like, I'm out of here, that's totally okay too. No worries, no bad blood from me in any sense. I hope that people know that. And also, I don't know if I established what I'm doing right here. I'm making a little house for Peanut, because also, look, I was having Peanut sit outside and it's raining. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. I was just pure ignorance, and I am going to make sure that Peanut has a little safe home that they can be sheltered in while they also keep track of our awesome Garden of Death over here. What do you think of the free Silksong DLC? While I have not experienced it, I have heard it's coming out, and I think that's awesome. Okay, there's an ad break starting in 5 minutes. Everyone, just as a heads up, I don't know if you get notified, but there is an ad break here in 5 minutes. So I'll try not to, I'm sure I haven't really made a whole lot of progress here in this, but I'll take that time to more focus on like talking to everybody while the ad break's going on, so you don't miss anything chaotic happening. But the free DLC, I think it's awesome when developers release free DLC. Team Cherry really reflects the like, I can't speak for their mindset or anything, but just from what they've been showing off, they really reflect that they're in it for the love of doing it. Like they had a huge success with Hollow Knight. They've got the resources to be able to not like overcharge for Silksong or anything. And the fact they're releasing free DLC is phenomenal. That's super cool. I'm really excited to get to that point, because I will be getting to that point. I promise I will be getting to that point. Not even just because I feel any sort of obligation to complete Silksong, but because I genuinely want to see what the end of Silksong is like. I want to experience Silksong just because it sounds like a phenomenal game. Hollow Knight brought so many emotions to me that Silksong, we're still building up to that point, but I very much enjoyed Silksong so far, and I want to see where it progresses. So it will continue because I want to finish that game. I don't want people to think that since I'm not playing it right now at this very moment, or like since I haven't recorded it in a good bit, that I'm losing any interest. No, I do want to complete Silksong. I've just had to take some time away for it and focus on playing other games here and there, because we've been playing Metroidvanias for so long that I don't feel like I'm experiencing Silksong as well as I could be experiencing it. Let's see. Awesome Code, were you Sonic Kid or Mario Kid? That's a good question, because I played both. I loved Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I really liked Sonic Rush. I loved the new Super Mario Bros. Game. When the 3DS came out, I played a lot of Mario on the 3DS, like the Mario 64 remaster. I really loved both Sonic and Mario. I might lean more towards the Sonic games because I played a lot of like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I didn't play the first one, but I played the second one because I loved the Chow Garden there. Very tragic story on that. One of my friends was telling me that a way to get a Dark Chow was by being evil to a Chow, like throwing it against walls and stuff. And it wasn't until later that we found out that's actually how Chows die. You just have to take care of a Chow with an evil character and they'll become evil. So we had this Chow we named Death, and he would not die. We treated him poorly out of ignorance. We were kids, I promise. We treated him very poorly out of ignorance just because we thought that's how you had to do it, and just figured Chows were invincible or something. We were just making him angry. But no, we were quite literally murdering this poor Chow, and then he ended up being the Chow that lasted longer than any of the others. He like turned gray. We gave him these rainbow wings. It was super awesome, and we were just happy to have him. He ended up being the Chow that outlasted every Chow we had. It was very impressive, and maybe our game was bugged or something, but it was very ironic that this Chow we took such poor care of was the one that like lived out of spite. So that was very, oops, sorry, Cuppy, I didn't mean to close the door. And your face is coming back like, how dare you? How dare you, Father? Wait, you're green. You're different. What? You look different. So, Cuppy, you're oxidizing. That's so cool. What? That's awesome. Well, that's a very random thing to come across. It's not just the chest that oxidizes, but these little guys as well. That's so cool. Yeah, one of the copper golems oxidized. That's so cool. Peanut deserves a better house than you. I agree. Peanut deserves that much and the world. And I'm going to say it right in front of Walnut and Chestnut that Peanut deserves such a huge house. But for now, this is the house that Peanut's going to get. And I know that Peanut, very good dog, is very patient with... I will eventually get them a better house. Maybe even a cool underwater house. But we'll see. Peanut is super awesome and deserves a really great house. Last year, oh, someone made something last year. Oh, first game on GD Develop 5 and published it on GD Games. I don't think I've heard of GD Games. I'll have to take a look at that. Might be impossible. The boss didn't finish it. It has no checkpoints as well. It's called Platform and Fight, but since there are multiple games with that name, search for Platform and Fight by Akarslan 081. I will look into that. I don't know when we're going to make videos on indie games again. Just indie games, like I'm not already making videos on indie games. But I would feel awful if we played someone's game and their comments were flooded with like, oh, where's Silksong or something like that. So I want to make sure to upload a few more Silksong videos, and then I'll finally be getting around to playing indie games by smaller developers. But you're always welcome to send me an email. Even if I don't reply to the email, I will likely have seen it because, you know, our emails don't get flooded, thankfully. While we are getting lots of emails, they're not flooded, so that's fantastic. It's very easy for me still to see emails. Replying is a whole different beast, but at the very least, I'm seeing emails very consistently. So always feel welcome to share those games. It's not like a narcissistic thing or anything like that. You're always welcome to share this creation that you're very proud of, and I'm happy to give each creation I can a chance, because that's the whole purpose of the channel, is to bring people joy and to show off some really awesome games that are out there, to really advertise the indie gaming community. Okay, there we go. We have this house started, and then here's the base outline of it. Oops. Oh, I'm out of wood. That's fine, though. I've apparently been very consistent with planting trees over here, so that's good. I'm going to walk over there, and it's going to be missing like 3 trees. Yep, it sure is missing some trees. But, yeah, I want to show off a lot of indie games. And even if you feel like, oh, I'm one person who made this small game, I'm still happy to play it. I'm still happy to play all the games I can. And I apologize if there's ever a point where you don't feel like you're heard. But I promise I am doing my best, especially given all the resources I currently have right now. It's a lot more difficult than I'd like to admit to be looking at emails and that sort of thing. Work takes so much out of me, and I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to sound like, oh, tired, awesome code and all that. But work takes a lot. Work does take a lot, and I'm willing to accept that much. But I will still be here doing my best. I don't want to see work as an excuse not to try, you know. Let's go ahead and put all this here. People happy. Hello, awesome, and chat. Hello, Nexus. Cool name, Nexus Echo. Very cool. But welcome. Favorite food. Oh man, there's food that Spicy makes that is so good, and it has so strongly overtaken what my favorite food is. Cause it used to be like these little meat skewers. I can't remember exactly what meat is on it, but I just see meat skewer and I like it. But my favorite food would definitely be this like garlic beef fried rice. It's so good, and Spicy does such a fantastic job at making it. It's better than anything I've had at any restaurant ever. Like that's no over exaggeration. Living here around a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of different places to try, and just, oh man, Spicy really outdoes herself every time she makes it. It's by far my favorite food. I love dousing it with hot sauce, and it just, I'm like drooling just thinking about it because it's so good. I've never had food impact me in a way where I could consistently remember it being so delicious, and the fact that my girlfriend makes it, that just like I could not be happier. I can sure try, but I could not be happier with how happy I am that I'm just so lucky that my girlfriend is so fantastic at making such delicious food, and it's so good, so good. Merch would be so peak. Oh, that's awesome. I would love to put out merch. I don't really know. It's not something I've gotten to do a whole lot of research on yet. and I don't want to put out merch that just looks like a blatant money grab or something like that. Because for a lot of people, I know it's like people look at it and say, I'm happy to support this creator, but I want to give you something that's worth your time, worth your money, because money takes time to earn, and it's easy not to look at it like that. But the way I look at money is like, oh, let's say I make like, I'm gonna lowball it, but like $8 an hour at my factory job. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna buy this thing for $16. That means I'm devoting 2 hours of my life to buy this thing. And is that like worth the price to me? If yes, awesome. If no, well, then maybe I don't need that thing as bad as I'm looking at it right now. So for people, like, I'm so happy to figure out something to do with merch. I would love to. I would. Whoa! What in the world? What did I just do? What did I just do? What just happened? What did I? What? I just right. What? I right clicked. What? What? Did I unoxidize you? Oh, well, things just happen, and I immediately have this like mental side tangent going on. But that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's so cool. But I want to very well like. I want to make sure that I'm giving you something that is worth the amount you're putting towards. Even if it's like a mug. If I'm putting a mug for sale on like our YouTube market that has like the Awesome Code brand on it, which is a funny idea, a coffee mug on a coffee mug, while I'm incredibly grateful for our super awesome community that just feels so generous in the sense that you feel like supporting us at any time, that's very nice of you. That's incredibly nice. It does not go unappreciated. I want to make sure you're getting content and merch that is worth the money you're putting towards, because it's valuable. It's valuable, and I don't want to put anything on here that is not worth the price you're putting towards it. If you get this coffee mug and it's worth like, I don't know, $24, which I have not bought a coffee mug in a long time, so that might be very high, it might be very low for a coffee mug. But if you're buying it and you make $8 an hour, I really want you to get something that's worth the 3 hours you put towards getting that, because your time is valuable, and I want you to know that it's appreciated. You are worth valuing every single second that you put towards, whether it's here, whether it's towards work, whatever you put your time towards. It's worth putting into perspective how valuable your time is, and it's not selfish to say, hey, my time's valuable, because it is. You are valuable. Your time is just as valuable. So I hope that people take time to really appreciate that you are worth it. You are worth something, and you deserve to know that you are worth something. And you're the only one that can really determine how much you're worth, whether you highball it, whether you lowball it. You, at the end of the day, determine what you're worth. And I hope that you're worth something you can be proud of. And if not, well, I hope that you're taking time to put in the effort to feel like you're finally worth something you're proud of. Because I know I'm doing that myself. I'm trying very hard to, I know like a lot of people, especially if you're creative, like you like making videos or you like making music, you tend to be a really harsh self-critic, and I'm no stranger to that. I'm very harsh on myself, and I have to take time to say, hey, I'm still worth like being around here. I'm still worth like this, and it's something that's not a selfish thing to think about. And if it is, be a little selfish. Be a little selfish. Tell yourself you're worth it, because you are. And it's great having you here. I know, like, it's one thing to hear from like a stranger on the internet. I get it. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. You don't want to just like blindly trust everyone in the world, especially online. But for what it's worth, from someone who's speaking from the experience themselves, it's important to find your worth. It's important to find your worth, and to find your worth early. And, you don't want to go to people and be like, oh, sorry, it's not worth my time or something like that. But you want to identify, like, if someone needs help, if if they're asking for something reasonable, you know, someone comes up to you and they're like, I need $1 million right now, and you're like, oh, I'm barely able to afford a sandwich. It's never a thing of like, oh, it wasn't worth helping that person, but more just you weren't in a state to do it, because and that does not take away from your worth or their worth or anything like that. That's another thing I struggle with, is like, if I walk by and someone's like asking for money or something, I'll feel really bad because I'm not in a position where I can give away money like that. It's very baffling to me when people are able to donate bits, because I'm personally not in that position. I'm comfortable sharing that. You know, I'm trying very hard. I'm working very hard, but I'm not in that position. So I want to always keep in mind that if I do get in that position one day where I could like freely go over to other channels and give bits out, I want to be able to give back to the community, because money is just so valuable. It's very valuable. It's a life-changing thing no matter how you look at it. But I want to make sure that I can give back to the community one day to give that value for people who have determined that we are worth that much of their time. I want to let people know that the time they're putting into this sort of thing was worth it. Was worth just a little bit, you know? I think I went off like 3 different tangents there. So, hey, if you can keep up, thumbs up. I keep doing thumbs up. Like, there's a camera that can look at me, but I'm in that comfortable mode of like, oh, I'm just talking with friends and hanging out and stuff. But it's always important to remember I am an internet personality here, where like I can look at myself and be like, I'm a very real person, I'm alive, but I am still an internet personality. So please take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't want you going out there and trusting every single person on the internet, no matter how kind they are. It's very important. I hear all the time about really terrible things happening online. I want people to still stay safe out there, even with me. Like, I'm, you know, a very friendly person, very, very friendly, but I never want you to get an email that's like, oh, this is from Awesome Code, come meet me in a dark alley or something, and you're like, oh, it's Awesome Code, I trust that guy explicitly. Like, that could very well not be me, and they're just using my name or something. Yeah, like, long story short, be very careful of like everything you hear on the internet. Be very, very careful. And I'm not here to parent you or anything, just like stating what I've learned in life. I hope it helps people out, but I hope that when you hear that you have value, I hope that you can take that to heart. I really hope you can take that to heart, even from a stranger on the internet. I hope you can hear I have value, and you hear that confidently, because you should. You're awesome. I might not know you personally, but I strongly believe in everyone's ability to really just be trying their best, and I have confidence. I'm also putting torches up out here because I don't want to get jump scared by a creeper walking on my bridge again. That was so terrifying. I love dark alleys. Emily, no! But oh yeah, everyone's talking in chat, and I have not I've not been keeping up. I just went on tangent, but I'm really glad that people can listen to these tangents and just be like, yep, that's just Awesome Code going on tangent. That's just sometimes to not sound super cheesy, sometimes my heart speaks very loudly, and it's hard to not go off on a tangent and talk about that. So thanks for listening, and I appreciate everyone who was listening to that, just like blah blah blah, you know. But it's scary hearing. It's scary hearing. Just be safe on the internet. That's the overall thing. Always be safe on the internet. Always be safe in general. Emily, you can love dark alleys. Don't trust them though. Don't trust those dark alleys. Trust those bright alleys. Those bright, wholesome, very nice alleys that, you know, have nothing to hide. Monarch of melons, do not resist. Hey, you know what? If this is my fate, I'll take it. I love watermelons. I love watermelons greatly. I will stare at this watermelon and be happy to be deemed the monarch of watermelons. So now that I'm back in here, I can look at chat again and see. We have an ad starting again soon. So the rest of my money. Oh no, be the decree, no. Thank you, but like you know. Thank you for the bits. I'll just say that. I won't go off on another tangent again, but thank you. I really hope that's not actually the rest of your money. That was funny to read scrolling up. $10,000 if you escape the masked man. Oh no. We're making our own like horror games now. Oh man, I was just thinking about horror games, I think like 2 days ago, but I like that our little house here is dripping water. But I was thinking about it, I was like, what's something that makes games so scary in terms of horror? And for me, I was thinking about it because I love thinking from a game design aspect, just from like what makes things really scary for when I'm experiencing them myself. And in games, it's something that like I have no means of defending myself, and it's something following me. Maybe it's ooh, hiccup. Sorry, I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick. But maybe it's something that's like, send wing nos to everyone's house. No! I just hear like outside, and I go, oh no, he's here. But it's something where like I have no means of fighting back. Like Nosk, terrifying creature, terrifying concept. Deep Nest was very scary for a game that's not labeled as a horror game. But I had a means of defending myself and was very confident in my like platforming abilities. So while it was scary, there wasn't that sense of like, oh, I'm absolutely terrified. Like I'm shaking too much. I can't continue on because I can defend myself. And there's nothing particularly following me. It's just things kind of like popping out. And then I'm like, oh, I'm ready to fight. But those games where like you see something that's following you and you can't determine what exactly it is, how dangerous it is, the threat isn't readily apparent. I think Subnautica did something like that very well. Is when I was looking at how the creatures behave, they behave in a sense that they want to stalk, not kill, because the moment you die, that's like a good chunk of that experience is lost. So well, not lost, but it's like you know now what to expect when you die. You're less like scared of it now, and more just like you just don't want to experience it again if you can avoid it. So that was that was something that, oh yeah, I just saw Terraria there. I haven't read the message yet, but I saw Terraria. I want to write that down. Terraria. Did I spell that right? Yes. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's something you lose, is like you almost don't want your players to die. You want a threat to be there, but you almost don't want your players to die so that they can consistently feel this fear. But you also want to make sure there is a punishment if they decide to be like, oh, this man's smiling at me over here and they're not approaching. Oh, bring it on! And then you come over and then they just like stare at you forever. Then it's like significantly less scary. But the moment a threat is established in a scary game, and there's like very little you can do to defend yourself, it hits so hard. It hits me very hard with those sorts of things. Like when I was playing Slenderman, there was a whole new threat that was or Slender trying to run from the Slenderman. One of the biggest threats there was I couldn't figure out how to escape this guy. I had no idea how he was going to get me, but that he was following me and that my light was running out of battery. That was terrifying. That was one of the scariest experiences I've had playing a game. So that was very cool. As soon as I learned how to fight in Subnautica, it was less scary and more just like, I'm gonna go fight this thing now. Once I had an idea of what to be wary of. So that was something that was just randomly on my mind either yesterday or a few days ago that I really like to think about. I love thinking about video games and the aspect of them. Oh yes, I want to check out action and fight. And then it was by, because there might be other ones, I'll just put by Arkslan. There we go. So now I can make sure to check that game out as well. Even if it's a short experience, I would really love to make Twitch streams where it's like we play a variety of different games. But I'd have to be very careful on what games I play. Like I would need someone to test the game beforehand, because it'd be a real shame if I was playing a game on stream and then suddenly it's like, oh, they're naked or something like that, you know, that well now what, the demonetization, and that's like a strike against the channel, you know, that's something, and I don't want to like show that to a bunch of people that like are really uncomfortable with that sort of thing, you know. So I would love to play a lot of small indie games on the channel, but I'd have to have someone testing the games beforehand, and maybe when the team's bigger one day I'll be able to do that. But for now, that's something I just have in mind. Let's put a suggest a game. Let's put one of those down, because I can look at, sorry, hiccups again. I can look at the redeemed points, and I should be able to look at the redeemed points, right? Oh, here it is. Okay, I can look at requests. So if I make a type of point that's a request, I'll be able to read that more consistently. I know sometimes I miss the chat, so if we have something that I can actively read, that's great. This is gonna be a little cheesy, but send positivity if you just want to send me a nice message. something that I can read. Yeah, ESRB ratings, but that's something I'll have to figure out how I can look more into for these small indie games, because I don't know if itch.io had those ratings, if those games get rated or not. But yes, 100% when I'm looking at those games, I'll have to be very careful of that. Oh no, ads! Well, now I'm talking to everyone who hopefully managed to catch subscriptions, that sort of thing, from the anonymous gifts earlier, which again, very much thank you. But horror game based on Furbies that you had to shake the flashlight, I feel I've heard of that. One Shot, yes, One Shot's another one. I just saw this sign over here is not filled yet. One Shot, Tattletale. I would love to try Tattle. Oh, that's the game. Yeah, Tattletale. I'd love to try Tattletale. That one sounds very interesting. Little Nightmares. Yeah, I'll put Little Nightmares down. I'm open to scary games, but I will like be fully honest with everybody. Ad break ended. Community's back. Welcome back from the ad break, everybody. I really like that there's like that thing that lets me know there's an ad break happening. For Poppy playtime like 6 times. Oh, I apologize about that, but thankfully with this suggest a game point thing that I'll work on implementing, I should be much more consistent at seeing those. But Little Nightmares. And then Poppy Playtime. Poppy Playtime. There we go. That's another one. When will you continue Ultra Kill? Oh, that is a game that I've had on my radar. Because I got 3 parts out of that. I've been going by this rule of 3s that I will play a game for 3 parts, and if people are enjoying it, great, I'll continue on, which people were enjoying Ultra Kill. And if I see more people commenting on it, it's a very good reminder to me that I don't send a hug thing. I'll keep that with the send positivity. I'll like say you can send hugs and that sort of thing, and you could even like if you want to send positivity to someone specific, you could, and I'll send that positivity with you. But that's a good idea. What was it? Oh, I was talking about something with the games. Ultra Kill. Yes. So when I say like if there's a high enough demand, it's more the reminders that I should play this. Like Silksong, it's on my mind so often because there's so much demand for me to play more Silksong. So it's platform and fight. Oh, okay, gotcha. Here, there we go. Thank you for the edit, so I look for the right game there. Platform and here, I got, let's fix this. Platform. And fight. Is that off center? That might be off center. I'll fix it here after I put by a Carslan. There we go. Let's see if we can, is this the one that's off center? It is off center just a little bit. Okay, cool. That looks better. Phew, thank goodness. Let's also I'll put these up here as like kind of with friend games, but Peak, I saw some recommendations for that. Did I put it down here earlier? Getting Over It, perfect, I did. Thank goodness. I'll double check these as well, just to make sure that I don't put any repeats. Space for the Unbound, it's Peak. I have not heard of that game. Let me put Cinema. Oh, no, sorry, not Cinema. Space for the Unbound. Oh man, I wish I could go up. Oh, I can go up. Wait, it's working now. I was pressing the up arrow before and it wasn't working. All right, well, hey, that works out. Glad it's working now. Very nice. Okay, so Space for the Unbound. There was one more game. It was a space game. I got to make sure to put it down because I was very interested in it. It's indie. It's kind of like Space Subnautica, I think people were saying. It's like a game you can explore a little in space. And it had a really good story to it, too. Very good gameplay. No, not No Man's Sky. Did I ever talk about No Man's Sky? That was a game I bought when it first came out. I was one of the many people who ended up returning it because it wouldn't work on my computer, but it didn't give what it was like kind of advertising, so I didn't really like it. But I've heard No Man's Sky gotten a lot better. Outer Wilds, that's it. Thank you so much. Yes, Outer Wilds. And one of my friends too was telling me that I'd really enjoy this too. So to not only hear that from the community, but to also hear it from one of my friends who like knows me very, very well. It was very nice to hear that Outer Wilds is apparently a game I will very much enjoy, much like Ultra Kill. I very much enjoyed Ultra Kill as well. But yeah, I've heard No Man's Sky is one of those games that has gotten significantly better since it came out, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy that even with all like the negative backlash, they didn't give up on it. They loved it. They wanted to bring more out for us. That's so cool. Outer Wilds is also peaked. Thank goodness. I'm excited to try it out. Little Kitty Big City. Oh yeah, I keep getting an advertisement for that, but Little Kitty Big City. There we go. Very good. Respawn points, but broke the code. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm happy to play the game. If I end up not having a good experience with it for whatever reason, there was one game I played a while ago that is out now and apparently running very well, but I haven't been able to test it. I recorded a video for it like maybe a year ago. It was Easy Code Delivery or something like that, and it looks very nice. It looks very charming, looks very fun. My game was super bugged, so I didn't want to just upload that video and be like, hey, here's this game that like didn't play very well for me for whatever reason, because I not only was it like bugged for me, but I kept hearing really good things about it. I was like, I don't want to like tarnish the record just because I did something wrong. So if for whatever reason I play the game and it's not working out very well or anything like that, I won't upload a video that's like, I don't know, disparaging it in some way or anything like that, because that's the last thing I want to do. This channel's made to support indie developers, not to upload a video and be like, well, they didn't do this right or something like that, or like, this was just awful or anything of the sort. The very least is I'll try to play it, be like, okay, here's what I liked about it, here's what I think would make the experience even better, just from a personal standpoint, and you're welcome to just like take that for what it is. For some time now. How did you come up with the name Awesome Code? I originally combined my name incorrectly with Awesome Sauce because I said that a lot. I used to say Awesome Sauce all the time, but I incorrectly combined my name with Awesome Sauce for Awesome Stowed, which was the first words, the first channel. Sorry, I saw Peanut here and was like, I have to make sure that I get Peanut over into this house. Here, Peanut, come over here real quick, just to get you out of the rain for the future. It's a small house, but for now it is your house, and you will have, wow, you're in it right away. Peanut's like, yes, house, fantastic. Thank you, Father. You have gifted me this day. Here you go. Fantastic. All right, goodbye, Peanut. I love you. But, yeah, long story short, I combined my name incorrectly with Awesome Sauce and just wanted to keep that because, you know, if it ended up being a really good channel, I just wanted to say, like, you know, I accept whatever mistakes I do and I move on. I like to make the most of my mistakes. So that's why the channel going on here was Awesome Code, is because since the time of Awesome Stowed, I've also dabbled a little bit in video game design myself. So I wanted to express like, oh yeah, we just play a lot of games, and now we're implementing ourselves into the game in a sense, because I love to immerse myself when playing video games. So we are the Awesome Code. We're just in the game now, which I've really enjoyed so far. So I've really been enjoying using this name. I've been enjoying just like people see the name and know, oh, this guy does stuff with video games. Maybe don't know immediately if I play video games or not, but at the very least, you know, I interact with video games. I'm also going to leave this door open so that Espresso Bean can get back over here if they need to. since they're out there, now they have somewhere to go if it's a little cold with like any rain or anything. And will I try Roblox? I am very interested in Roblox. I have not played it myself. For my little brothers loved Roblox back in the day. Back in my day. But I'm very interested in Roblox. I'd love to give it a try. If people have game suggestions for that, I would love to play those as well. But I've never played Roblox myself. I just know it's a platform where a lot of people can make games. You give Peanut your house and live in his. That's a really funny idea. I won't do that just because I can't fit all the treasure chests in here yet. Maybe after I move all the stuff over, I can just have Peanut sit in here with his family and admire the garden from afar that way. That's funny. Planning to make one day better engine. Oh yeah. You know, you take your time. At the very least, you made something, and that's impressive in and on itself. That you're able to make it, make anything. I've tried making very, very small games. I've more just dabbled with different ideas, like clicking a coin, and I made a game following a Bracky's video called Good Night. But I've been trying to dabble with different ideas. I wanted to get more into pixel art, and I figured a round object was very good to do, hence making the coin, and I wanted to have some way the player could interact with increasing a counter. So I was like, okay, I can take this knowledge into another game. And then I'm looking for glass. I came in here earlier looking for glass and totally forgot. But I also wanted to get an idea of how to make... what is it? Just how to move around in a platform in general, which I followed a Bracky's tutorial video and was able to make something, and I was very happy about that. So I would love to get back into making video games again one day, just because it's so much fun. It's really fun making a game, and even I can look at it and be like, wow, I might not make a AAA game or anything like that, but I made something I'm really proud of. I'm very proud of both the projects that I have up because I did it. It's so hard for me to focus on a project that takes a lot of like mental effort and focus. So the fact I was able to make those two things, I'm super proud of myself. And outside of those games, I actually, the last experiment I remember working on, I made a something that if you clicked on one button, it made your health go up, your mana go down, then something that made your mana go down in general, and then something that like you used focus for to bring up your health. And then I made a little mechanic where it's like you take a set amount of damage depending on what like button you click, where the enemy might do a heavy attack in response to you clicking this button, or they might have a light attack in response to clicking this button. And I managed to make this like text message that appeared like, this person has collapsed and this person gets back onto their feet after you heal them from 0 health, or it'll say like you healed this much health. But if you healed from 0, it would say you healed from this much health and got back to your feet. Stuff like that. And I was just so proud I could make a spinny melon. I could make any sort of like response to that sort of thing. Code that was able to determine, oh, you were at 0 health. Okay, well, you get this text message instead of like this text message you would have gotten had you healed in general. And just, I'm very proud of that. I know that people make very intricate things, and like there are so many phenomenal projects that people make out there. But the difference between that is, well, I was just proud I made something. You know what I mean? You'll only really get so far if you spend so much time comparing your like own projects to other people's. So I just went, hey, you know what? I made this. I'm very proud of it, and I hope that people can go in and do that for themselves too. Is that you made something, you are allowed to be proud of it. Doesn't even matter if it's the most impressive thing in the world. It's the fact that you made it, you did it, you got something out there. Well done. I'm proud of you, and I hope that you are proud of yourself. Another random tangent. Sorry. I love tangenting. Will you go caving in a stream or no? You know what? I think that's a fantastic idea. I think that we should set aside, because we're nearing the end of this one already. I think I've been streaming for a little longer than I normally do, but I've just been having fun. I've been having fun talking to everybody. But I think that for the next Minecraft stream, okay, I just wanted to break it. For the next Minecraft stream, we'll plan on exploring the deep depth, the dangerous depths of death or something like that. What is it? Depths of nightmares. Yes, we will make a plan to explore the depths of nightmares that the holy watermelon is stopping us from going into too quickly. But I would love to explore the depths. I'll even make a quick access point to it. Whoa! Well, don't mind if I do. Well, this is awesome. Yeah, because I got to go mining so I can actually start getting materials, because I do want to beat Minecraft. I know I don't want to dilly-dally through it all day, but I do want to beat Minecraft and enjoy the experience while I'm going through it. There we go. I recommend iron tools and iron stats. Speaking of which, yeah, you brought that into existence. Thank you. Oh, there's a current here. That's cool. Well, let's go ahead and destroy that current. And whoa! Oh! There's more to it. Okay. Oh, I've done it. What? How am I? What? How did I do that? Whoa! Okay. This place is capable of more power than I have previously given it. So, yes, that's the depth of nightmares. I will be exploring it much more often eventually. But that'll be our goal for next stream, is I will start exploring this. It's going to be very fun. Underwater cave, you can use doors for what? What? I'm going to grab door. I'm going to test this right now. I'll do this. The underworld. Yes, I have to get to the nether at some point for sure. Okay, so while I'm not too deep, there we whoa! Whoa! Oh, I can see better too. Ah! Sorry, I did not. That was very genuine fear. Whoa, that is such a nightmare. Oh, you know what? I can't see if people are donating bits here real quick. Okay, there we go. There we go. I can get back to any sort of activity feed. I just realized I was still in like the point spot over. So, phew, I didn't miss anything. Thank goodness. Put a torch in your offhand for light? What? No way. Here, let me... What? So is this working? Is this giving me light? I'm not 100% sure. But if that does work, that was cool. That was pure fear in that voice. No, 100%. I feel a little bad because I don't mean to, like, give a very sudden... Wait, is that iron? Oh. Wait. Okay, wait, hang on. I remember someone said... If I'm in water, I mine slower. So let me try something. Oh, this is gonna be so cool if this works. Yeah! Oh, that's awesome. I can mine faster. Oh, this is so great. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, no, you come back. Okay, back into the safety of the door hole. Oh, this is so cool. What? What? There's so much to this. Okay, wait. I know I said I was going to explore next stream, but it's just so cool. Isn't this awesome? This is so cool. Oh, man. I'm sure that a lot of people have gotten to experience this sort of thing already, but thank you for being here while I experience it myself. This is cool. This is cool. That's a mod called dynamic lighting. Oh, okay. So it's just a mod. Yeah, no worries. Hey, I appreciate you letting us know, though. Whoa. But that's super cool. I'm kind of surprised that's not just vanilla Minecraft, because I think that's vanilla Terraria, right? Is if you were to hold a torch in your hand and what? Oh, this fell like there was air here, but I guess there's not. I'm really terrified there's going to be some sort of... Whoa! There is air here! What? Oh... I'm not saying anything, I know, but like my jaw was dropped. This, wow. Oh, wow. This whole time I was thinking I was gonna have to make some sort of cave for us to explore. Welcome back. Welcome back from the ad break. Wow, this is incredible. For those who were in the ad, I just discovered this is right under our home Isn't that awesome? This is gonna be so cool. Oh, I can't wait to explore it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this door here. Can I open it? Okay, I can open it. That's cool. So I'll be coming from this direction. Oh, can I put a torch down in this? Can I? No. Okay, no, I can't put a torch down in this. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's get back up here. I'll destroy this door. Just take it back with me. And now I see that door down there. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm sure that I'll see that in the future and be like, oh, what's this? And then I'll go, oh, yeah, I remember this door. This is my air socket breathing door. The Caves of Doom. I'm very excited to go explore that place. It's going to be cool. But before I end the stream or anything, I want to give people time to suggest any point options again. I know we have a few here, but if there's any point options you'd like to suggest, or if you'd like to hold off on especially spending your points, if you don't see something that's like, oh, this is worth my points, save them. 100% save them. I'm always open to adding more point options for us to use. I would love to give more like diversity in the ability to do things in the stream. So I'll give this time to look at the chat, to read the chat, say hi. Hi, everybody. And you can give any game suggestions as well. But planning to play new games this week. Do you have any idea of what days they would be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what days I would play a new game, but I'm open to playing. Excuse me. Hiccup again. Well, I'm very like hiccupy. But if I were to play a new game, I could try one tomorrow just to not have Minecraft 2 days in a row, but I'll think on what that'll be. For now, the schedule will say we're playing Minecraft just throughout the week, because if I determine a new game, it's likely going to be right before the stream, or we'll talk about it. But right now, I'm leaning towards either Cult of the Lamb or Stardew Valley, but I'll think more on this, and we'll see once we get there. I think it'd be funny to play Getting Over It, but that might be rough after work, is because I'll just be very tired, so I'll probably play very poorly. But if there's a game with like a big story to it, sorry, I'm like punching my mouse around while I'm adjusting my seat. But if I were to play anything, I'd want to make sure it didn't have like a huge story to it. So probably not like One Shot, which I think is very story heavy. These two, I'm not sure if they're story heavy. Getting Over It, not story heavy. Satisfactory might just be better with friends. Hightail I'll look into, because I've never heard of that. I'd like to look into it. So Forager as well. Song suggestion to play in the background. With how music copyright is, I probably won't be playing any music through these, but that's more just because I don't understand copyright enough to be comfortable personally playing any music. But yeah, I appreciate the suggestion. There is no such thing as bad idea or anything, and I will always be very truthful and forward with everything, because I don't want you to feel bad if like it just never happens, and I don't want you to think I read your message and it's just like I'm gonna ignore it or something. If you're planning on playing new games, oh, okay, I read that highlighted one. Perfect. Really story heavy and has Twitch integrations. Okay, it's really story heavy. If it has Twitch integrations, though, I'll think more on that. I will think more on that, because I like the sound of potentially integrating the community into our little Cult of the Lamb story. That'd be very fun. Oh, I left the room, but I still wanted to give you a little more time down here. But hell, what the what? I just saw Violet Purple, your message of what the what. But Stardew is another, I might have to restart it, because I don't remember anything about what I did. I've admittedly had a personal craving to play Stardew Valley, but I don't want that to bias my like opinion on it, or like my will to play it, because if people don't want to see it right off the bat or anything, I don't want to push it. But I have had a personal craving to play some Stardew Valley. You can allow us to make custom emote for 2,000 points. Oh, is that not an option already? Let me see. Let me see custom emote. There we go. I'll put that down here. If that's not an option yet, I'll take a look at it. You never played Stardew. Hey, that's totally fair. I've played Stardew in the past, but never got far in it. And I know Spicy is a huge advocate of just like Stardew Valley good. She's played it to the point where she's like, I don't want to play it again. So I would love to give it a chance and finally get farther in it. Play Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. That sounds like a really fun name. I'm gonna put that down. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. There we go. Does Danger Zone? Maybe Danger Zone fits here. Zone. Oh yeah, it does. Perfect. Awesome. You can let us put our user. Oh yes, yes, that was something I wanted on here. Yeah, yeah. Put me on the wall. Oop. Put me on a sign. Smiley face. That off centers it though, but the smiley face energy. There we go. There we go. Put me on a sign. Smiley face. Yeah. Awesome's lovely garden. Yes, just a garden full of awesome people who have been stopping by and just spreading positivity and being overall awesome people. I'll figure out where exactly I want to put it, but it might be somewhere nearby. I'm going over to like look at it. It might be nearby Espresso Bean or something, just so Espresso Bean can also be privy to all the Twitch stuff we've been doing. People are forever immortalized in the room now. Yes, yes, absolutely. And this one might be like a little more expensive of a one. Just to, I'm not determining like point totals yet, but this one might be just a little more expensive, just to be like, okay, not have an influx of like 18 people at one time or something. That'll make it easier for me to go through and be like, okay, let me put these names on, and then we continue onwards. Put me on the wall, please. At Awesome Code. Yes, we shall make it a point. We shall make it a point option. And people will forever be immortalized. It'll be fantastic. I'm very excited about this. I know, like, getting into this, just our channel's still very small in the sense of we just don't have a whole lot that we can do here yet. But I'm very excited to be getting into this. I love that emotes are a thing now that I'm able to integrate. I'm looking at, like, pixel artists and seeing if there's some integrations we can get to support artists out there as well. I'm super excited. I really love the fact that we could do like badge stuff where people who subscribe can get like cool badges. I'm so stoked about all this Twitch stuff we can do. I'm very excited to get into it, and I hope you're just as excited, if not more so excited. Just that there's going to be more options that you can interact with the stream. Something that I haven't figured out yet is how to make sure that if you follow, I get some sort of notification in my ears, or if you gift subs, if you give bits. I want there to be an on-screen notification to really advertise that, because, well, you deserve that. You deserve to be advertised for being being the awesome person you are. So I want to make sure that people get to see that. I have a feeling I'm going to lose a lot of money to Awesome. No. If anything, you're going to put a lot of points towards us, I hope, just so we know we're seeing you more often. We'd love to see you stop by more. I love seeing everybody. And that hype emote's very, very cool. I didn't know Twitch would give an emote like that right off the bat, so that's super awesome. So should I go meet you in a dark alley? No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Steer clear of the dark alley. While tempting, we do not need any superhero formations. But okay, I will go ahead and start actually heading out of here. But it was great getting chat with everybody. I hope that we can play more games with each other in the future. I saw someone mention that just playing games with the community overall would be fun, and I agree. If there are ever community games, I would love to play them. I know Jackbox Theater is a good one I would love to look into so people can play together. But yes, if you ever have game suggestions, you're more than welcome to suggest them. And I would love to do more with our Twitch community here, whether it's with points, whether it's with finding some way to integrate you into the game as well, like with the sign and putting you on a sign. That's fantastic. But I'll turn it Nosk again. No, don't do it. Don't. I can barely do it. My throat's all messed up from talking so much and not drinking enough water. Aggressively paying credit card. Don't do it, please. I love the energy, but like, don't do it. Take care of yourself, friends. Take care of yourselves. Finally drinking water again. But I didn't realize how important that hydrate emote's actually gonna be. But it was great to see everybody. I'm going to finally end the stream here. I know we really didn't do a whole lot, and I honestly, as much as I wanted to apologize, like I'm sorry we didn't get very far, I had a really good time talking to all of you. I'm so happy you all stopped by. I'm happy that we got to connect more in the sense of like I have not been able to connect with everyone lately, so it was very nice. It was very nice getting chat with all of you. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. It was a blast meeting all of you and getting to chat with all of you again for those who have been here before. See you in the alley. No! One last question. You squeeze it in there real quick. But yes, it was a good time seeing all of you. And for those who aren't able to make the streams, for those who are watching the VODs, I hope that you know, again, I express this, I try to express it very often, but you're still very much appreciated. I hope that more people are able to stop by that normally can't. I don't want you to feel bad if you can't make it or anything like that. I feel your energy. I'm just happy that that you're even thinking of us. But one day, with so much optimism, one day, if we're doing this full time, I hope that means we can stream longer, we can stream at different various times, and that we'll get to meet so many more people just to really get to make that connection with you. I would love to chat with you, and I hope that we get the chance to do so. But if we don't, I hope you know that I don't want you feeling bad or anything like that. I'm just happy you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by the VOD. Thank you for stopping by the stream. You're all super awesome. I appreciate all of you so much. Do modded Minecraft one day. I'm open to modded Minecraft. Yes, I'm open to modded Minecraft, but I gotta beat vanilla first, and we'll see. If I'd ever do a subathon, I would be lying if I said I have not fantasized about doing a subathon. I would love the chance to be like, oh, I'm just playing all day, chatting with people all day. That's awesome. But right now, that's like very off in the distance because I'm still very much in the like I have to work a lot. My work depends. Oh no, not again! There's no way. There's no way. But I can't give up. No, I gotta. No. Well, it was my hesitation that killed them. But no, right now there's just like no way I could ever do it. But it is on my mind. I would love to do subathons one day. Multiple subathons, just like. I wouldn't want to necessarily call it a subathon, but more just like, because I don't want you to come in and be like, this is for gaining subscribers. I more just want to be like, we're all going on a camping trip together, and it's just I just stream for a while, because I know like Twitch, subscribers, payments, all that good jazz. I know. And yes, that is like an end goal of one day I hope we are making money on this. Yeah, of course, absolutely. But that seriously is just more so I can spend more time with everybody. So I can spend more time hopefully spreading positive energy to the best of my abilities. So if I recall it a subathon, at the very least people would know what that is from looking at it. But I might advertise it in a different way so you don't feel that pressure to subscribe or anything, but more just to like stop by and say hi, hang out on our happy camping trip, you know? But thank you all. I will see you all in the next video. And watch out for Nosk being outside anyone's houses. Be very careful. Fight strong. Live good. And see you then in the next stream. All right. Bye. Bye, everybody. This was a great stream. You're all incredible. Take this final positive energy. Oh, rain. I've screamed rain into the sky. Yeah.